interest, martial arts, and appropriate interest skill in the sense
Yeah,
that
you could use it to like look at someone and how they're
Yeah,
fighting.
you would, yeah.
You
You
Also
wouldn't.
wouldn't use
know
that as a
people
fighting
who are
skill.
good
right,
at,
of course.
yeah,
Yeah,
It'd be
you'd use it to analyze like, is this
Yeah.
person
yeah.
good at
how
what
they're fighting. You'd probably be able to recognize people who are good at fighting.
Yeah.
If they showed up. Not sure why they'd be on an alien planet, but hey, you never know.
Listen, sometimes you need to go under alien waterfalls and train.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I still got 30 CP left.
Jesus
If
Christ.
only I could
I
buy
actually
even
ended up
more.
spending my knowledge skills really quickly.
Oh, maybe I should buy some gear.
Yeah,
Like any gear.
yeah.
Oh, that would be good.
Specimen
probably help.
containers.
Like, the majority of my CP went towards gear buying.
Yeah, so when I kill you, I can just take all your gear.
You can.
Ah,
I only
some of
put
it.
80 toward.
What do you have
Gear.
for traits, Vis? Because there's a trait called tenure.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I almost took it, but
What does it do?
I figured she wouldn't have tenure yet. I mean, really.
It's literally you have tenure at a university.
Oh.
You're kind of expected to produce scientific work for them, but on the other hand, you can use
Yeah.
your position there to do stuff.
Yeah, which would be useful because then you could get jobs from the Titanian government.
I used to work for the Titanian government.
Maybe no. Yeah, no. My character wouldn't have tenure yet.
All right,
She's probably like an associate professor or something.
listen, associate professor in gatecrashing.
Yes. Well, no. I mean, this is like where she goes to do research. I mean, she's a professor of Xeno everything. So
I'm just what are you professor of?
Alien studies.
yeah. Oh wow. Okay, this is
And-
perfect.
Because you can't get a job in any field with studies at the end of it, she had to go to gatecrashing.
Wow,
Tragic.
biting social commentary. Biting. All right, once everyone's ready, let me know, and then we'll introduce characters. And
Oh, so we haven't started
Things
recording
can
yet.
happen.
I've started recording a little bit early, but I usually cut some stuff, so it's not a big deal.
It's a good
Look,
plan.
I'm just sensitive about all this being put up on the internet for all my adoring fans.
All your adoring fans.
I don't think anyone actually watches the videos except for us.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Someone,
exactly. All my adoring fans.
someone
That's
watched.
gonna be an ironic comment when this video ends up going viral and getting 1 million views.
Yep.
Yep.
We're just around the corner from like 2-hour recorded sessions of people playing RPGs from being the next viral sensation.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's the next Harlem Shake. I mean, really.
someone really.
I mean, it's pretty much Pony 2012. right there.
Actually, the most popular video on my channel is Gorgo's Pocket Monsters and Other Childish Things, and that's because I tagged it as Pokemon.
Oh
So
god.
So a bunch of fucking nerds watched it, and someone left a comment like, "You should do more Pokemon stuff." And Gorgo was like, "No."
Okay, hold on. You gotta link that.
All right, hold on. If you go to the one
That's
shot,
amazing.
one shots. Once more childish things. We all have PSD. Yeah, it's got nearly 50 views. So you can go there and read the one comment and then Gorgo's reply. Which is like, the guy is like, you should do more of these. And then Gorgo's like, it took a ton of work to do the first time though. We'll see. Which means no. Did I tag it as Pokemon? I might have.
Oh god.
But yeah, that's how it became so
2
popular.
views and 2 likes. I'll add a third one.
That was a fun session.
Was pretty good. I was exhausted by the end of it, but
Yeah,
that's more because of lack of sleep beforehand.
well, also because Gorgo overplanned a lot.
yeah.
He was like super worried. I mean, it took 3 goddamn years, so fucking at least he had the plans. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I wish I could have been in
I
that
hope he
game, but
kept
the
the-
timing for it was horrible for me.
I hope he kept all the extra monsters he made because it sounded like he had a ton.
Yeah, he did have a ton from what I
Okay.
heard.
Okay, I'm gonna make my character's last name Montecristo. So
Right.
her server was actually would she have would she have adopted that name, or is her server a combination of names based on Greek mythology and Jules Verne? Jules Verne. What am I talking about? What's his name? Alexandre Dumas novels.
I don't know. Whatever your final last
I
name.
think that's true.
Visc, one question: am I allowed to call your character Count?
Countess.
You motherfucker.
Countess.
Or Countess?
Yeah, post your last name so I can literally just not have to guess how to spell it.
Really? Montecristo.
Fine, you know what? Montecristo.
There. I put it in Skype.
Oh, that's how I was gonna spell it. Okay, nice. Alright, names. Okay,
I
is
might
everyone...
change it later, but
Yeah, whatever. For now, it's fine. If we have to retcon it, I'll edit out all instances of our... and
good to know.
replace it with you just saying the new last name. Alright, so... Everyone is ready, right? Like, your characters are all finalized. There's nothing else you need to do.
Well, I need to make a muse, but we can do that later.
Yeah, just name it for now.
Yeah,
No,
I named
it's
my
got a
muse
name.
Arathusa, which is a Greek mythology reference that I looked up on Wikipedia.
Nice. Alright, so we'll start with who's first in this call, Rogue. So introduce your characters for everyone, like what they're good at, their name, backgrounds, factions.
Okay, so my character is Adrian Padmore, who is currently a Titanian from Mars. He grew up on Mars after the fall. He studied engineering and mathematics. Ended up working as a prospector for Martian Mining Corporation. And then once that job, wore on, he ended up transferring over to the Titanian government as a surveyor for some of the moons in the around the Titanian government, and then did a bit of light gate crashing. So now I've been hired by this new company to serve as a gatecrasher.
Alright, and we'll do the new company last. So Brutus has time to think of a fucking name. Alright, Visc, same deal.
No, I had a
background.
muse this last.
Yes, my character is Dr. Artemis Montecristo, Associate Professor of Alien Studies at Titanian Autonomous University. She was a member of the Lost Generation, so she had some fucked up things happen to her. And after that was over, she basically was used as an assassin because she was really good at killing shit and also kind of insane and really amoral. So, like assassins tend to. Anyway, long story short, and it's short because she doesn't remember most of it, she ended up getting a significant amount of quasi-voluntary psychosurgery, which pretty much overhauled her personality and made her a much nicer, friendlier person. Except that, it turns out the people who were using her as an assassin had backup copies. So there are still at least one assassin version of her still out there. But she doesn't like to think about that and mostly just likes to focus on science. And specifically since then, because the people who originally performed the psychosurgery on her were scientists, members of they were Argonauts.
Yep.
But some of them were also affiliated with the Titanian Autonomous University. So she eventually ended up going there and studying a bunch of shit, and it turns out she's really smart. So she got some degrees and is now an associate professor there.
She got some degrees. She reached into a
few.
bag.
A handful. I forget exactly how old she is meant to be, but she got quite a few.
She grabbed.
Anyway,
she went to a bag.
so now she is a professor of alien studies. She is particularly good at things: xenobiology, xenozoology, xenolinguistics. She's also good just in general at like biology, microbiology. She has some knowledge of cognitive science and nanotechnology
Right.
as well. And also she's a ninja. Because they got
Awesome.
rid of like she voluntarily like forgot how to do a lot of things, like use weapons, because she also is compelled not to murder people anymore. Not that she wants to, but even she wants to, she can't.
Oh my God.
But she still has some unarmed combat and infiltration type abilities.
All right. Excellent. And Brutus,
All
who
right.
is going to be the entrepreneur of the.
Entrepreneur in this situation.
Captain of
yeah.
industry, I believe, is the correct term.
Yes, my character's name is Ethan Glencross. He was born on Earth, evacuated during the fall. He doesn't quite remember too much about that for reasons. But eventually he found his way to Mars and kind of lived basically a solitary life as kind of a ranger type dude. He really enjoyed exploring kind of the Martian outback. And eventually he found some wreckage and some AIs in this wreckage. And a company came by and basically offered to buy that up very quickly for a lot of money. And he used that to make a survey corporation.
Awesome. And what's the name of your
The
corporation?
name of the survey corporation is the New North Wales Survey Corps.
The
Yep.
New North Wales
Yep.
Survey Corps, and it's
South
based,
Wales had its chance.
and it's
Now it's
based,
North Wales' turn.
Yep.
Headquartered in New Wrexham.
and it's based on your person. So wherever you go, that's where it is.
Yep.
Um,
In terms of skills,
Yeah.
he's kind of an everyman. Like he's a jack of all trades, rather. More emphasis on kind of getting around. I've got a lot of points in free running, and like scrounging and stuff.
Mhm.
He's good with both melee and ranged weapons, and he knows a little bit about xenobiology, a little bit about stuff like physical geography. Knows a lot about old Earth history for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And I think that's about it.
All right.
God, there's so much gear.
All right.
Oh, you don't even know.
I'm just not even gonna. Well, I do
It's
know
kind of
because-
impressive when someone manages to get more gear than I did.
Well, you both have more gear than me because I have none right now. So
All right. So
I might just make it up as we go along.
I want to get the name of the company one more time. New North Wales Survey Corps.
Yeah, Survey Corporation. It's got a nice abbreviation there.
Man. New North Wales. Okay. So, you all are part of the New North Wales Survey Corporation, which
Oh,
has
wait.
been. Yes.
Sorry. I can have a police baboon as a pet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, continue, please.
All right. You are all, part of the New North Wales Survey Corporation, currently based off of Titan, because that's just where looking at these names. That's just where Ethan Glencross happens to be, because that's one of the hot sites for gate crashing, and it's a little bit easier to get contracts in and around Titan because you can use rep and cash, whereas on like Mars or the Love and Rage Collective, it's pretty much exclusively just cash or rep. So it's easier to get like favors and shit here. So
It's good because I'm quite short on cash now.
yeah, you pretty much sink all of this into
Yep.
being fucking
Hey,
rich.
look, no risk, no reward.
So this is actually the first time that you guys are all meeting together, because it's been mostly over the mesh. There is a bar called Gargan's Rest, which is a gate crashing bar where gate crashers go to
kind of tempted to point at Rogue's character and go, "You're wearing my clothes."
Yeah, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of morphs is everyone?
We will actually get to that. So I want
Oh,
everyone
okay.
to roll a d10.
Roll a d10.
Yep, just roll a d10.
Just roll in this game.
We're gonna see who gets. Yeah, I know, shocking.
How do I roll a d10 again?
/ roll
Roll
1d10.
and then 1d10. I rolled a 1. This
Oh
bodes
no!
well.
I only have one arm now. This dog is on my arm.
All right. Okay. So, Adrian, Padmore, and Dr. Artemis, Montecristo, you actually arrived together before your new employer arrived. So, why don't you go ahead and describe what each of you looks like?
That's unprofessional. I should be ashamed.
You should be. So, who wants to describe what their character looks like first?
Rogue does.
Okay, so I'm in a Theseus morph, which is a modified version of a gatecrasher morph, of a morph designed to scavenge Earth. And it's a humanoid form, but has a lot of basically built-in attachments that would be useful for surviving in hostile environments. As for Adrian himself, he's basically a 30-something-year-old dude.
All right. And what's Dr. Artemis look like?
Dr. Artemis is in a totally normal morph that is not at all special in any way.
Okay.
Ghost.
That looks
No, look.
that's non-threatening.
Let me just. I'll describe it in more detail for you. Hang on, just give me a second. I need to find the. I'm looking through the morph recognition guide.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, I can tell you that it's a Menton morph. Even under the most thorough scans, it appears to be nothing more than a mildly personalized version of that morph. So that's definitely what it is.
All right. So it's got a slightly enlarged forehead too.
No.
Yeah, that's actually what Mentons have.
Sorry, I'm looking at the picture, and this one does not. So it's a Menton morph that is apparently modified to not have a larger forehead.
All right. So it's standard human, I guess. And
Yep.
I assume she's like in a lab coat or something.
No, probably not.
What's she in?
Just regular clothes. I don't know. What do people wear on Titan normally?
Like smart clothes, which change.
Okay, well, she's wearing very smart clothes because she's like a normal person, but even smarter. So
It's like a normal person. All right, so you two.
And she's pretty young looking. Like she probably, I mean, she's what, like 12? So, but she doesn't look 12. I mean, she's not mentally 12.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah.
Wait, no, this is gonna get weird.
Phrasing.
Shit. No, well, that's the thing about the Lost, right? Is because they grew up in an accelerated way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, she's fairly young.
All right, I should mention that we aren't going with this standard time setting, which is after fall 10. We're doing after fall 15. So, just like 5 years later, then not that it really fucking matters. But
Okay, so she's probably a legal age then. So
Sure.
everyone wins.
All right, great, perfect. Don't ever speak about that ever again. So
Hey, it's not my fault. That's literally in the thing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So, you two get there before you get to Gargan's Rest before your new boss does. He has in advance reserved a booth for you, so y'all head over there. You can order drinks if you want. There's a flat at the bar who's just pouring drinks. So if you want drinks, you can. And so yeah, you two meet for the first time. What do you say to each other? Let's role play this out, friends.
Whoa.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh my fucking god.
How clean does Rogue's character look? How clean does Adrian look?
Well, I'm wearing a set of armor that's designed to, withstand being in the sun briefly, so I assume it's self-cleaning.
Wow, that must be impressive armor to withstand being in the sun briefly.
Oh, you
For,
actually
like,
brought it to
couple
the bar?
seconds.
Okay.
Listen,
Wow.
you always need to be prepared.
Rogue, the joke is that being in the sun briefly is something that most clothing can do by a certain
Like
No, as in
understanding
on
of
the
that
sun.
phrase.
Visk.
To be fair,
You're underestimating exactly how close to the sun I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. That's the joke, though.
to be
Being
fair,
in the sun,
Anyway.
that's what people do when they want a suntan, right? They go out in the sun. Whereas you're talking about literally being in
Phraseology
the sun.
aside,
yeah,
Okay,
Adrian
well, look,
is...
as long as you look clean, Artemis is gonna be okay with you. That's how she judges people.
Decked out and
Oh,
ridiculous.
actually, I should mention. Shit.
You want to mention shit? All right, that's
Uh,
weird.
Yes. Artemis has a negative trait called poorly socialized because her early life was kind of fucked up. So she tends to come off as kind of distant to people. And she gets a negative modifier to all social skill tests when she's interacting with someone for the first time.
Right.
So if she were rolling here, she would be rolling poorly.
All right, so yeah, Artemis is just sitting across from you, like staring, I assume.
Pretty much.
All right.
Just says hi, and that's it.
are you the scientist that was hired for this expedition?
Yes, I am on this expedition to do research. I'm a professor of alien studies at the university.
Yeah, you guys can do research on each other. You can roll research if you want. That's basically looking over the mesh to see what you can find out about each other. You know what? I demand you do it because that's what your characters would do.
Yes, also my character loves research. Wait,
Yeah,
why is-
you can't find anything about.
there we go. Sorry,
It's roll
Nope.
roll
slash
what?
roll.
It's
And then
1d100, right?
1d100, yeah.
Fuck.
You're having a bad day.
Yep.
Yeah. Apparently,
Alright,
my character's
so-
very good at research, but that was.
Yeah. So yeah, you can't really find anything about Adrian here, and Adrian kind of does not roll in the same circles as Artemis does, so he's kind of out of depth when it comes to like searching for scientist stuff. Like you get the basics, like Adrian does surveying. Like that's all over his mesh profile is, you know.
So, okay, well, Artemis has a question. How many degrees do you have, Adrian?
I have a degree in engineering and mathematics.
Okay, that's pretty good. So you're not completely uneducated.
And Adrian, you find out that Artemis does know stuff about alien sciences, which is, you know,
Thank
again,
goodness.
that's all over her mesh page, her Neo Facebook, Spacebook. There we go.
Yeah.
Facebook.
Space
Oh,
Facebook.
God.
Okay. We're going with that as canon now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm basically, my job is basically to keep everyone alive and, you know, get us between gates if there's a problem.
Oh, all right. So you use weapons.
I'm also, you know, in charge of surveying, so if we run into any useful materials or something, I'll be taking a look at those.
Sure. So you're saying use weapons.
If I need to.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
All right. So at this point, I'm gonna look up his name again. At this point, Ethan Glencross shows up,
Shows up. All right.
and you're late. You're running late. Why are you
I
running
am
late?
running late. Unfortunately, there isn't a lot of information on this particular op, and I was kind of trying to scrounge around before that. So
Excellent. So the two
that's
people,
my excuse.
the two people that you've hired, are here, and they
All right.
are. One of them is staring intensely at the other.
I'm gonna pull up a chair, point at Rogue's character, and say, "You know, we've got a couple hours to suit up, buddy."
To be fair, Adrian is not the only one dressed like that, except most of the people that are dressed like that have just come off of gate crashing. But, you know.
I mean, I'm glad you're prepared and everything, but we still got a couple hours to
So yeah, you can
Clear things out.
y'all
Well, I
can
mean,
roll
it's helpful
research.
just in case, a supernova engulfs
Okay.
Titan in the meantime.
Take 2.
Yeah, you got to tell me. Oh yeah, you're researching,
Okay, I
Yep.
succeeded in researching this time.
and you got excellent. Okay, so you know that
My character skills.
Oh, I was gonna
Yeah.
ask if Rogue and I could get a +5 on our research checks too, because we kind of lived in the same area.
Sure, that's fine.
All right, that one's for Rogue. That one's for Visk. Failed
All right.
Visks.
So you failed this.
Uh-oh.
All right. Yeah. Okay, I'll start with Brutus and then work my way up. How's that sound? So, yeah, you know the basics about Artemis. Artemis is a scientist who does alien things, which is something you need when you're starting a gate-crashing corporation.
I hear she's better at xenobiology than I am, so that's useful.
Yes. Most people are probably better than xenobiology.
No, I've actually got 50 in it, so.
Oh, okay. Well, then you
I
are.
know what I'm doing, but I'm not the best.
Yes. So she also apparently writes papers about it. Whatever. With the 6, you know that Adrian is also from Mars. He is. I don't know what would be something someone could get from you from just like a casual glance at your space book, besides that you do surveying.
Let's see. The fact that I have gate crashed before, and that I used to work for the Titanian government.
All right, so a plus is he's gate crashed before, so that's good. You didn't know that when you hired him, which is that's excellent. So things are already.
He's working for a faction that I'm currently banned from.
Used to work for.
Yeah, he used to work for.
Wait, who are you banned from?
Because I'm an entrepreneur, I can't get at rep.
Yeah. So yeah, basically he doesn't participate in the microcorp aspect. He's full on hypercore.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Gross.
And then Adrian.
Artemis's opinion of you has gone down slightly.
Yes, you will find that out in a second. So Adrian, you research your new boss. You get that he's struck it big on Mars, and he's looking for. Basically, he's incorporated himself as a corporation, as a hypercore, which has made him somewhat not popular on Titan and with other anarchists. Like, what are your motivations?
My motivations are basically first discovering new things, possibly discovering new life forms, and then basically making a profit off of it.
So you are
Pretty
adverse.
basic stuff right now.
You are adverse to hypercapitalism, is what I'm hearing. What's your
I was thinking he'd be more of a moderate on this sort of thing. Like it's not the worst thing, but it's got some serious problems.
All right. So yeah, he seems to be like, he's not a
If you want a reason for my banning, just it's more because of who gave me the money when I struck it big.
Oh, who gave you the money?
Yeah.
All right. No, I'm
It
asking
wasn't
who.
Cognite, was it?
Oh no, was it? Oh, that'd be awkward. Anyways, yeah. So, can he get that information off like your space book, like who gave you?
Probably not.
All right. So yeah, no, he just struck it big. It looks like he's not a PC, like lap boy, lap dog, whatever. But he's not adverse to hypercapitalism. He looks like he wants to make a lot of money, a lot of rep. And with Artemis's 30, which is an excellent success.
What's the definition of excellent success again?
30 or over, but still under your skill. So,
Oh, awesome.
So yeah, with an excellent success, I don't know. Tell us something else that would be on your space book, but is slightly like harder to find.
Slightly harder to find. How about let's go with the fall survivor stuff?
Yeah,
because I don't think that's something a lot of people would publish.
Yeah,
well, it would be way back on the timeline, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would go back to the beginning of his Facebook account where he's talking about his exciting adventures.
Location, Australia, and then the next post is location, running away. So yeah, he is a false survivor, which might also mean that it's a little bit hard for him to get work. False survivors generally have a bit harder time to get work in the inner system because it's worried that they have like a the exsurgent virus sleeping inside them, like they're
Contaminated, maybe.
yeah.
Wow,
So,
what kind of gross person would have a exurgent virus sleeping inside them?
yeah, exactly.
I think
Exactly.
you should be ashamed of
He's
yourself.
also currently blacklisted. Well, he's blacklisted with the autonomous, which makes it somewhat strange he's on Titan, but Titan is more moderate.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, now you know everything that you know. Fucking rogue, Jesus Christ.
Nice. So wait. I want to know where he lived on Earth, though. If I
Oh,
found it out from his location.
Australia, right? Australia.
Australia.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, you can roleplay for a bit if you want, or we can just get right into the meat of the. Up to you.
I said what I wanted to say.
Okay.
Sorry, Rogue. Gotta make fun of your uniform.
Well, no. Artemis is just gonna say. So why are you blacklisted by?
Well, unfortunately, they don't.
Once are you gonna ask that?
Yeah, they don't really like who I'm taking money from. I mean,
why are you taking money from
that's
Hypercorp? Which Hypercorps are you taking money from?
Look, all I got was a representative saying, "Hey, this ruin that you found on Mars, yeah, we want to buy it for you. How much do you want for it?"
Look, I'm sure that transaction was completely above board and subject to a great deal of police oversight.
What gave you the right to sell that?
I found it.
Did you make it?
No, we don't know who made it.
Sell it. Well, then it should belong to all of transhumanity.
Oh yeah, I
get
know
it was there.
Oh,
what Hypercorp?
Look, I've got a non-disclosure agreement.
I don't care. What Hypercorp?
Oh God. Look, I cannot tell you.
All right.
For now. All right. So yeah, you're having a beautiful time with your new team. So yeah, you have actually picked up a contract for a new planet that has been discovered by, I believe it's Gatekeeper is the name of the Titanian. They sent a first contact team in. They've come back with like basic information. And they're interested in sending in a more like a team that knows what they're doing, but they aren't sure that this is like a planet that's going to make. Oh, nice. I just saw what Brutus sent me. Nice. But they also kind of like microcorps also kind of need to make their own money, and they aren't sure if this is like a money maker yet. Like, so they don't want to send in like an official government team. It's just whatever. So they found the person who was willing to put up the most rep to get in on the system, and that just happened to be, I'm gonna look at this name, the New North Wales Survey Corporation, because Ethan was kind of desperate to get this business off the ground.
Oh.
So.
Look, the number one thing in Ethan's life right now is to get a steady job.
Yeah. So, they have very, very basic information. Gatekeeper has very basic information that they can give to you, just so that you go in, What they basically want is they want someone to study the alien life and survey the area to make sure that it's, it's either colonizable or has like some worth. Otherwise, like, does it have any scientific worth that we can, use to expand our knowledge? If it's completely worthless, then they put a little whatever on there and then they sell the colonization rights, basically. Otherwise, it stays with the Titanian government. So it is. It's been named Armpit, and the reasons for that. The Titanian government has like an official listing of names, and they have not given it an official name yet. So the gatekeepers or the gatecrashers that went through the first time have named it Armpit. They were hardcore anarchists. So it is a terrestrial planet with a relatively mild temperature and Earth-like atmosphere and nitrogen-rich soil. So it's already looking pretty
Pretty
promising.
good.
There are also they sent like a drone, did some brief scouting. The gate itself is enclosed in an ancient structure, similar to that of the Iktomi, which are like a alien race that's gone extinct. They're like giant spider people.
Cool.
It doesn't just have Iktomi ruins, but apparently has other ruins from gate-using aliens. They think that the world might be similar to Portal, which is like a hub world where a bunch of gates are. But they can't be sure, and they don't know if it's dangerous. They don't want to do anything if it's super dangerous. There's a lot of xenolife. The only real problem is like the air is breathable, and you can enjoy yourself. You can breathe the air. It smells like a gym locker room, like it just reeks.
Just the ruins, or have they gone
No,
outside
the whole
of it?
planet. The whole planet smells like a gym locker room.
Oh, that's
Wait,
lovely.
how could they possibly have explored the entire planet?
They haven't explored the entire planet, but they went outside the building.
Yeah,
It smelled.
Okay,
No,
well,
they've
that could
actually
just
gone
be
outside
a
the
very
ruin.
localized phenomenon. I think
Well, yeah, that's what you can go to find out. So that's why it's been called Armpit.
Well, let's hope you're right.
So they want you to go through and just take a look. Basically, scout around the gate. Maybe scout to the shore and see if they believe there might be other gates. If there's other gates, it's a possibility that you might encounter another gate crashing team. That sometimes happens. Like gates are weird. So that's what they want you to do. And it's a pretty simple mission. If you do it, you get your rep back plus, whatever discoveries you make. So like if you find interesting life and you bring it back, they will pay you for that. Which there is a list in gate crashing that I will now open.
So I assume I'm allowed to like publish research about stuff I find.
Yes, you are. Yeah, you are.
Good.
They have not made you sign a non-disclosure agreement.
Okay, cool.
That was nice of them.
So yeah, you can also make rep by publishing stuff. Like you can make some not rep, rep, right? That's the scientist rep.
Yep.
Yes.
So that's maybe why you're going. If you discover shit, if you do good work.
Because I want tenure.
All right. So yeah, that is. I'm looking for this list of mission rep rewards. Okay. So yeah, they would like you to go through. If you when you catalog stuff, new life is +2 X rep. So, or if you publish a paper, it's +2 R rep. So whatever. So yeah, there is if you get first contact with a sapient alien species, that's +50 X rep. So that's the big goal everyone wants. That's what they want because that's pretty much you're set for life because then you can just publish papers off of it or do interviews.
Nice.
So yeah.
Okay.
Also, if we do that, I'm going to be in the back destroying my gate control box.
Listen, you're not in Firewall.
What's a
No,
gate control box?
A blue box is a portable machine that can control gates.
So yeah.
How do you want to destroy it?
Because
So the
the
aliens can't
protocol
take
for
it.
first contact is to not have stuff that can allow aliens to find their way back to our solar system.
But then how are we supposed to get back?
You're not. That's what he's implying. Anyways,
Well, that's stupid.
So yeah, well, you guys can do that if that ever comes up.
What if it's friendly alien?
Visk, the way the gates work is we'll have a assigned time to come back at which it will open and we have to go through.
Someone's read gate crashing.
Yep.
The portable device is if we somehow got lost and couldn't make it back at the appropriate time.
I see.
Yeah, so you are all set up for. Is there anything you want to do before you go?
Well, I should probably buy some gear, but
Yeah, if you want to buy gear, now's the time to do it.
Oh no, I'm sad.
I don't have time to go through and figure out everything. Is there anything just obvious that I should get?
If you want to take specimens, you want specimen containers.
I've got one.
You
Okay.
probably also want some way to have breathable oxygen.
Yeah, I mean, this current world has breathable oxygen.
Yeah,
know
it's
how
good. It just
long-
doesn't smell good.
The fucking gear lists.
Yeah, no, it's long.
You can search for breather. There's one that's
Yeah.
like very basic and cheap there.
Yeah.
Um,
Rogue and or Julia, can you get me a link to the Gatecrasher PDF if you've got it?
yeah, there's a thing webpage where they have all of the books basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let me
They've got
see
it
if
up
I can,
already. Okay.
let me see if I can find it. I have no idea. It's like one of the
Well, you don't need to worry about it right now.
I can find it
Be able to
quickly.
read through it, so I know what I'm.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically it. You guys ready to go through the gate?
I'm ready.
Right.
Sure, whatever.
Assuming my vehicle won't be able to fit through the ruins.
You could literally, they would like it if you didn't blow up the ruins, but you could take your vehicle through the gate and then have it sitting on the other side of the gate. I mean, it is a mobile, like, lab place, so that's still useful. To set
Yeah.
up base camp.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do that and just use the ruins as kind of a.
Alright, well,
thing.
good news. It's time to go through the gate. I need, I've been waiting so long to say this. I'm gonna need composure checks from some people.
God.
Not Rogue's character, because he's been through the gate at least once.
What's a composure check?
It is basically to see how insane you go.
Right,
Yep,
but I mean,
it's,
what how do
It's
you roll
will times 3, so whatever your will.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay, that's pretty high.
That's bad for me.
Well, it's worse if you're a async, because weird things happen to asyncs as they go through.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Also,
hang on.
Brutus,
I need to
get
figure out
you.
what my will is. Okay.
Thank you.
So my will
I don't
is
mark it.
I think it
times
like
3 is with my morph bonus is
Yeah,
75.
75. Okay,
But
just try and roll
Hang
under
on,
75.
let me also just check something because I have a bunch of things that like, make my character less insane. Also
Always a
things
good
that make
thing.
her more insane.
Well, someone needs to roll for
Does
it.
this count as resisting fear or intimidation?
Yes, it does.
Oh,
Actually,
good.
yeah,
Okay, cool. That makes my life a lot easier.
for this character, yes, it does, because you, even though you're in the, what do you call it? Like, it's a singularity. It's a wormhole. It's a rip in the fabric of space. And you understand this, and you get close to it, and then you start hearing whispers, and you're like, what's that? And then they start getting louder, and no one else seems to hear them, and you realize it's the whispers from when you were a kid in high school. Man, you really hated high school. It's stirring up some things that you would rather not have stirred up. So
Alright.
please give me a roll, and then we will get to.
Yeah.
Wow, nice. No,
Nice.
you're pretty okay. You're pretty okay.
Okay.
For the record, in high school, she was mostly the one murdering people.
Yeah, okay. Then it's screams of people pleading as they fucking get choked out. It's not great. Makes you feel super uncomfortable.
Shocker.
And now for Mr. Ethan.
Yeah. Do I get the intimidation?
Sure, it's still super
Okay.
scary because it's like
Yep.
it's not right.
Fuck. Nope. Don't
Alright.
be stressed.
You get 1 stress. You're just nervous. Like your
Okay.
business is risked on this. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
somewhat frightening. But you get in the is it a rover? Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
All right, you get in the rover. You go on through. Who's actually driving? Who's got driving skills?
I am.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So you drive your ground craft right through there.
I assume that the gate operators are doing the standard like stick probes through first and such.
Yeah.
Okay.
They stuck.
Otherwise, I would do that.
Well, it's already been scouted out. So.
It's been scattered out before.
Well,
but they're-
yeah, but you always stick a camera through first.
Yeah, you always. No. So unless I say otherwise, they are they're professionals. So they say they give you the time. You'll have about a day and a half before we open this thing, barring something catastrophic. And away you go. So you go through, and you get to the other side. It's like instantaneous. You get through. The gate shuts itself off, and you are on Armpit. What do you do? You're still in your rover. You are. I guess I should describe what you see if you're looking. You're in a circular building, like a dome. It's quite large. There are, if anyone has like xenolinguistics or xeno something.
Oh shit. That's a good point.
I have xenolinguistics.
What xeno skills do you have? Because you might have one that's slightly more appropriate.
I have xenobiology, xenozoology, and xenolinguistics. If there are
Alright.
any other xeno skills, tell me what they are. So
I
can
have xenoarchaeology.
Okay,
a good
xenoarchaeology and xenolinguistics. Go ahead and roll them.
Nope, don't
I
have
should get
either of those.
xenoarchaeology.
Success.
Alright.
I want xeno. Actually, no. I'm more interested in like alien life and shit.
Yep.
Not so much alien.
That's fine. Give me xenolinguistics to see if you can read the Ikitomi hieroglyphics.
Yes.
Alright, so Dr. Artemis, you identify these as, you would, from your very basic understanding of how the Ikitomi work, basically they combine vision with like sound to communicate like music. So if you really want to get a sense of what they're saying, you have to get some wind to blow through the dome. But just at first glance, you can see that this is standard like safety procedure. Like this is a gate. Do not do this thing. Do not do this thing. Be careful.
Keep your hands and legs inside the vehicle at all times.
Yes, pretty much. Pretty much. With a 36, I need to look at your name again. Adrian. Adrian, you recognize that, yes, these are indeed Ikitomi ruins, but they are pretty well preserved from what you can see. There's very little structural damage. And if you, so yeah, that seems a little bit weird, especially if what you understand that there's a bunch of other ruins around here. That means people have tramped through here before, which means, you know, presumably there would be more damage to the ruins.
Oh yeah, I also have one of those.
All right, so you're just recording this.
Dubs.
Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
All right.
Look,
So-
you have multiple angles, so you can edit them together for maximum, artistic.
You're not really supposed to edit that before giving it back to whoever sponsored your thing.
You can make
Because
a
the whole
copy.
point of that is stuff like,
You can
Yeah,
not
we-
hiding important discoveries from whoever sponsored your thing.
You can make a copy.
So yeah, that's about all you can get out from like being in the rover and looking through its stuff. So you actually have to get out. The rover does indeed tell you that the air is breathable if smelly.
Yep.
Cool.
Cool. It's cool. We've got helmets. Well,
So
we,
the
me,
only
me
piece
and
of
Ro.
gear I have is
Sorry,
I'm not
what,
sure what sort of armor Visk brought.
sorry, what was that?
armor. I'm supposed to bring armor.
Sorry, what?
I'm just sitting in the back face palming at the driver's wheel.
I was just assuming I could pick stuff up based
Yeah.
like reasonable things based on.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Can I just get armor clothing or
yeah. If you want to get armor clothing before you have left, that is fine. Anything more complicated than that would take time to fab, which isn't the time you have.
okay, fine.
Tragic.
So next time, just buy it before the game.
Yeah, okay. I told you I didn't have.
Yeah,
time.
I know. So yeah, you are on armpit. It smells. Who's getting out of the vehicle?
Yeah, I'll go out.
I'll go on.
You guys first. You're the ones with the fancy armor.
It is rather fancy.
All right. Yeah, the air is breathable and it smells like a gym locker room. If this character cares to get out, you can give me a xenozoology.
Yeah, let's say I can do xenobiology, but
That would be
Well-
more. Yep. Wow.
Fuck.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah. You don't really
there
see
is a
anything.
place. It smells
Can I
bad.
make a chemistry check to see like what
No.
would be creating smells like this?
Yeah, you can.
That could be useful.
You would need some analysis, but
That
I
just
assume the
barely
rover.
fails.
all right. Yeah, no, it smells really gross. It smells super gross. If you had chem sniffers, it would just automatically analyze it for you.
Oh damn it! I didn't
Oh,
do that.
sorry. I have a question.
Yes.
You know how normally you can only raise a skill to 60 before it starts costing like double
Yeah.
points or whatever?
hmm
Do the bonuses you get from your background and stuff also they don't get around that, do they?
No, they don't.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you are on an armpit. You're in an enclosure, an Ikitomi enclosure. It slowly starts to actually power up as you start moving around. It seems like it was on standby mode.
That's not good.
Yeah, no, that's That's not something that's been encountered before.
Yeah. I guess perception check to see what started that.
Sure.
All right. I'm gonna find my actual perception skill without the bonuses first.
Yeah, everyone can give me
Yes,
perception
okay.
checks
Oh,
to
Jesus.
try and figure out what is causing. All right. Yeah, it appears that someone has been maintaining the power source, which it could tell me tech, so it's not transhuman tech. So obviously, it's not transhuman maintaining it.
That's interesting. Yeah. Natives?
Is it a robot?
I don't know. Specifically this person, Ethan was looking to see what was like starting it, and it just appears to be very, very well maintained, and like in a constant state of repair.
Okay, maybe.
So, yeah.
I kind of want to find the power source for this place now.
Yeah, that would be very valuable if you want to yank that shit out.
I don't want to yank it out. I just want to see what it's
Xenoarchaeology.
doing.
Yeah, xenoarchaeology to locate it.
I'm going to plant a quantum microbug at the gate so I can maintain a visual on it.
Alright, that's good.
Makes sense.
Alright, so if you make it clear to Adrian that you want to find the power source, he can definitely roll xenoarchaeology.
Adrian, want to see what's powering this place?
I can take a look, but I'm not an expert at that.
All right.
Nope.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Not
you.
blue, boss.
Well, it's more like no one's ever found an Ikotomi structure that still is self-powered. So, your best guess is that maybe the gate's powering it. Maybe, probably. You're not super sure. If I don't know what slights this character has. Do you have Grok?
Let me check. Oh, I do have Grok.
You can try and locate it by using Grok. Which
Okay.
is great. So I guess I should look up like how much damage that could potentially do to you.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Somebody spelled Grok.
Okay, Ethan. I brought along a gnat with me, which is basically like a small helicopter drone for surveillance and surveying. So,
Alright.
do you want me to deploy that?
Not inside. Let's wait until we get out before.
Yeah,
Alright.
Not in the building.
So if you want to use Grok, you need to roll Cog times 2, and if you succeed, you get the knowledge.
Yeah, alright. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. My main objective right now is finding a gate outside of this room, because I've got a thing that'll basically pay for this mission itself if we can get outside the ruin. Or rather, get the rover outside.
That's a success? Okay. So you take 0 damage from that. Good job.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Grok is -1 strain. So you touch it. The slight does not provide any understanding of the principles or technology involved. The Psi user simply grasps how it made it work. If the test is called for, the Psi user receives a +20 modifier. So you actually figure out that what's powering it is indeed an Ikotomi generator. Here's what you know. How do you want to put this? It is technology that has not been discovered by transhumans. It is an Ikotomi song generator, which you have no concept of how song could power something. You don't know where it is, but you do know what's powering it, and in theory you could safely remove it, maybe? But that would depower this whole thing.
So wait, how much is it currently powering?
It is powering this whole facility, this whole dome.
Oh, okay.
The gates have their own power, their own power that
So shut off our gate.
So you don't know where it's located, but you do know like the basics of it, and you would get a +20 with any hardware skill to remove it. So you have a chance of removing it, but it's called an Ikotomi song generator, and you don't quite understand how song would like make it powered, like power something. Like maybe it has something to do with like it's just very confusing.
It's the power of song. No, I
Yeah.
get it. It's like how Disney movies work.
Sure, why not? So yeah, you
Yeah, that's
understand how it's powering and if it got somehow unpowered.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
So you could probably write a paper about this and you'd probably get a bit of rep, even though you don't have any
stuff.
you don't really have any proof though. That's kind of what's crucial. So yeah.
It could be a speculative paper.
Mhm. So yeah, you can leave the dome. You can keep looking around the dome.
So entrances and exits to the dome, how large are they?
They are the Ikotomi were, if I recall correctly, like 8 feet high, so they're Ikotomi size.
Okay, so they're basically like door frames.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're not going to be able to fit our thing through, but
Yeah.
that's fine.
I have tools that could cut a way through with minimal damage to the structure, depending on how badly you want to get through.
Okay, well, let's leave
take
it
the
for
one to the
now.
Museum, okay, we can't just destroy it.
Not destroying it, we're modifying it.
Or remodeling.
But yeah, Rogue, the thing is, I've got a satnet in a can as a thing. So if we launch that, we basically have maps of the entire planet in a couple of days, but there are a lot of factors that could fuck that up.
All right, so
Well, hopefully the factors don't fuck that up.
so yeah, do you want to go out and investigate?
Yeah, that'd be good. Let's just
Alright.
leave the lab here for now.
Yeah. So you exit, and the smell actually somehow gets worse. Xenozoology, xenozoology, please.
Ah,
Alright, I can xenobiology.
I want xenobiology.
Oh, you will get that in a second, actually, if you want to stop and
Okay,
dissect.
xenozoology. Fuck!
Actually, yeah, no, there's a lot of alien flora and fauna. You really want to dissect some of that shit. It looks.
I failed, though.
Yeah, no, but you don't pick up on anything else. You just recognize that there's a lot of it. This is a wealth for someone like you. It is extremely interesting. If you have specimen containers, you can try and catch some specimens for dissection later.
Well, I wanted to buy specimen containers. I couldn't find them on the list, but can we just assume I got some?
Yeah, that's fine.
I have one, but I'm not sure. I want to use it for plants.
There's not just plants, there's alien life.
Oh, okay.
I have a Faraday container, but I think
As
I'll
do
save
I.
that for technology.
Oh, I can search.
Okay. How much is this alien life worth? Because
Depends. They've only categorized some of the alien life.
Can't put a price on knowledge.
Non-sapient,
on the other hand, we can come back and get it.
non-sapient life is +2 rep, depending on how you go about it.
Okay.
So it's going to be undiscovered, though, and they've already cataloged some life.
Okay.
So,
Let's...
but there seems to be a wealth of life.
I'd feel comfortable if we could categorize some of this before I actually use my Faraday container on them.
All right, so you can keep going xenozoology if you would like. If you want to make it a task action of spending like an hour, you get a +30 on it.
Okay, I got 5 specimen containers.
All right, so yeah, if you want to get a +30 on this on your xenozoology roll, you can spend an hour just getting down and getting the life and like categorizing it.
Yes, deal.
All right, okay. So
Does
with
it roll again?
well, with that 85 with a +30, succeed. Like, would you succeed?
Oh, yeah, actually, with a +30, literally anything would succeed. So.
Okay, so yeah,
Not a 99.
Yeah, not a 99.
Well, okay,
Yeah, 99.
Not a 99, but...
Alright, so, yeah, there's a lot of exotic life. You capture some of it. Definitely some new species. Definitely not categorized. There seems to be a lot. So, looks like, you actually have to bring some samples back, which you actually might run out of containers, is the thing. So, you're kind
That
of...
could be bad.
You're a lot of things. So I will say that, you're already probably going to turn a profit if you make it back. so like maybe 10 rep profit. So that's pretty
good.
10 rep for everyone, depending on how you want to do with it. So yeah, you've got like specimen containers just full of like small life. You can if you want to dissect them, you can roll xenobiology, or you can like sequence their genome or whatever the fuck.
Also, at this point, I'm going to both noting
Artemis doesn't like to kill things.
The hazard of breathing airborne microbes and the fact this place smells like shit. I'm gonna lend Artemis my breather because I have multiple ways to get that. Okay.
All right. So yeah.
Can I do a microbiology thing to figure out what the fuck's in the air?
Sure.
Okay.
That'll be useful.
Get a sample and then bring it back to the lab.
Okay. Yeah. Deal. That's a success.
All right. This is somewhat bizarre, but apparently it's not like micro like viruses or whatever Adrian was afraid about. It's like sweat, like organic sweat.
So the whole planet is sweating.
Is the planet alive? God damn it.
No, it's not.
The planet's alive.
Does anyone have terraforming or anything? Like surveying?
No.
Something that would deal with like looking at planets?
Physical geography would, but that's not really.
I have surveying and geology.
Geology.
Alright, I'm gonna roll with a minus
Success.
10 because I feel like it's kind of related.
Alright. Adrian, no, the planet's not alive. It's rock and all that stuff. There's like trace minerals, but it's not particularly rich. What were you rolling?
That was a physical geography.
Yeah, it looks like tectonic plate movement, so obviously the planet's not alive. But it's really kind of gross because you're breathing in like sweat. It's just like we've
actually got oxygen supplies in our solar armor.
You'd have to actually look at the species of the xenoflora and xenofauna to see like it has to be coming from them. That's like the conclusion you reach.
Okay.
So you'd have to look at them. Around this time, actually, you spend
sweating horribly.
Yeah, the gate opens back up on schedule, and they pop through, and they're everything all right in there.
So far, so good.
All right.
Planet still smells like shit, unfortunately.
That is unfortunate. Did you find anything interesting?
Gonna make a motion to Artemis. It's like, do you want to turn in any of your stuff now, or?
Do I want to?
Do you? That's up to you.
Yeah.
They've got like
specimen containers is what I want to do.
All right, we can send. We'll charge you for it, but we can send you more.
Yeah. Okay.
Charge the company. Yeah, that's how this works. They
charge the. Oh yeah. Just put it.
Oh god damn it.
Well, the idea is specimen containers are like 1 rep. New things are 2 reps, so you end up making a small profit.
Yeah.
All right, so everyone gets like 5 reps.
I need to.
Yeah, I'm making a note here that everyone just got 5 by like turning it in the new specimen containers. So yeah, everyone just got 5 reps, and it will register once you get through the gate, and you're back into mesh contact with the rest of the transhuman world.
That'll be good.
So yeah, okay, yeah, looks like you're doing great. We're gonna drop out of contact for about a week. It looks like you've got it pretty much set up. Keep on getting the specimens, and maybe do a little bit more exploration outside around the gate. That'd be great. But it looks like it looks like it's a pretty good place to set up shop. So we'll give you a week. That's that. So 10-minute window closes. You're alone for a week.
A whole week. Oh boy.
So yeah, what do you want to do? You pretty much scouted around the dome, which you can feel free to name. You can name the dome whatever you want, and it will probably stick.
Any suggestions?
You can name it after yourself.
The Artemis Dome.
You're lucky your name's Artemis.
Okay, Artemis Dome.
Let's just call it the Temple of Artemis.
Alright.
That's gonna get confusing.
All right, no, that's the name they register. They register
Okay.
Temple of Artemis. So it's Site Artemis, also known as Temple of Artemis. All right, so yeah, you can go explore more of the planet.
All right,
Okay,
let's go outside.
we are
Okay.
outside.
All right, does anyone want to dissect any of this specimens that you can pick? That would be xenobiology.
Can I
could give it a
not?
shot.
I need some equipment that lets me examine them without dissecting them.
Oh,
Artemis really doesn't like killing things.
ow. Well,
It's a
I was about to
plant.
say we.
Yeah, you can look at plants
Okay,
too.
plants. Yeah, I'll dissect the plants. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, roll. Normally I'd have you roll xenobotany, but you can roll xenobiology.
Oh, is xenobotany a thing? I guess
Yeah,
I
it
can
is.
use that.
All
Roll
xenobio, one of the actual living things.
Okay. I'm waiting for you both to roll. Okay.
Well, I succeeded, so whatever.
You succeeded. Okay. Oh man. So you start like looking at some of the xenoflora, or no, yeah, flora is the word you use for plants. And you quickly realize that it's not xenoflora, it's actually xenofauna.
Oh shit.
Fuck! I've been murdering animals.
Yeah, they look like plants, but upon closer inspection, they are actually not.
Oh god.
Which is strange. Like they intentionally look like plants, but it's like they're made of skin and they have blood vessels, and that would explain why this whole place smells awful.
Yeah.
And mhm.
So, according to Artemis's traits, she should respond to this with vehement horror and disgust.
Yes, would you like to roll
Oh, God.
composure?
Composure rolls.
Yes. Because she just killed some animals and she didn't mean to do that. And okay, she's okay.
She's dealing. She still takes one stress because I'm pretty sure that you have traits that are pretty fucking clear that you don't like killing things.
I have a -10 modified behavior that she can't
Yeah.
kill or maim things.
All right, then yeah, you just take one stress because like, 14. Ethan.
Yep.
Yeah,
Tell us about the animals.
they you actually start dissecting a lot of them and you realize there are groups of them that just have like the same organs, like
They're
not
clones, kind of.
not exactly clones because they look different, but their DNA is like almost exactly the same. It's just been slightly tweaked to be different. So you guys are working in the lab. What is Adrian doing?
I'm going to be deploying a gnat, the little helicopter drone, and setting it to survey the area, particularly looking for signs of other gates, more alien ruins,
All right.
gatecrasher parties, whatever, stuff like that.
Okay. I need you to give me a perception roll. I need you to give me a perception roll.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Okay. So you are working. You're deploying that stuff. You're like outside, just kind of chilling out, whatever. Planet's doing its thing. And then you like notice something swinging through the trees, and you like kind of quickly look over to see what it is because most of the things that you observed have been like ground. They live on the ground, and they'll climb up the trees and whatever, but they don't swing. They just live on the ground and maybe make houses in the trees. But this thing is swinging rapidly, and it's going too fast, and it's like heading into the denser forest. So, what do you want to do?
After that monkey.
You're alone, by the way. These other two.
Yeah, I was about to say not
working.
I'm going
not
to
on foot.
direct the helicopter drone to follow it and keep it on thermal vision.
All right. Give me.
Thermal might be a little bit hard for it to pick up.
Do you
we'll
have? Do you have not infosec? It's the other one. Interfacing.
Interfacing?
Give me interfacing. See how well you control it.
Let's see. My interfacing is 65. However, um, because this involves, would this count as modifying electronic equipment?
No, it would not.
Really?
Because, yeah. No, it would not.
Tragic.
Okay, yeah, I think that very slightly fails.
Alright. So, you lose track of it. You just have a harder time, like, tracking it. So you lose it in the forest, but that's definitely weird. That's not something that, should be a thing. So yeah, that's weird.
I'm gonna report the contact via radio to.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, so apparently there's something in the woods.
Yeah, we found the Sasquatch.
Interesting. Can I do like a genetics test on this stuff to try to figure out what's going on with their DNA?
Sure.
That would be useful.
Let's
I've
see.
got something similar.
Can you roll me
Buck.
What? Okay. Yeah, weird. They're weird. You're
Cannot
testing.
figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to
Okay.
take 30 on it and spend like a whole day doing it.
You can also spend Moxie if you've got
Yeah,
it.
you can spend Moxie.
Uh,
I'm pretty sure you have 10 Moxie, so
Oh, holy
yeah.
crap.
How does spending Moxie work again?
you spend 1 Moxie and you can either flip the result that you got or re-roll it or upgrade a
Wait,
success.
flipping it to what, 89?
Yeah, 89.
Yeah.
Well, that wouldn't be that useful.
You can
For
re-roll it
genetics
as
is
well.
Yeah, you
only
can-
55.
You can
Oh, I
reroll
can
it
reroll.
though, so.
So it's like you use that much Moxie per session, like you. Get that.
Well, it usually refreshes at the end of the session, except if it's like an ongoing storyline. Like, there's obviously no time you could have rested.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
can
well,
also
you
get
also-
Moxie
I
back
can.
for
So
fulfilling
yeah, I'll go ahead and
motivations.
reroll it.
Yeah, whatever your motivations are, if you fulfill them, you get 1 Moxie.
Fuck. Can I reroll again?
You can
No.
flip it.
Can I flip it? Okay.
Yeah.
Flipping it's probably
I'll
the
just
best thing.
flip
All
it.
right, so yeah, you basically, or you could just spend like an hour and take 30 plus 30 on it.
Sure.
All right, so yeah, you don't use one Moxie to get
We are
that.
going to be
so-
here for a week.
Yeah, so you realize that some of the specimens you've taken have DNA that is extremely similar. Like, they could almost be like, not cousins, they're really, really close related. Like, and then you notice that there's certain things that are repeated over and over again. Like, every single one of these, whatever you want to name them, like these weird things that crawl up trees, every single one of them apparently has the same genetic defect. And, but
hang on.
Can we name them Hasbergs?
I forgot. I also, one of my side things is pattern recognition.
mhm.
So I get a plus 20.
Okay, yeah, then you
on
did not
anything
need.
that involves like pattern
Yeah,
recognition.
then you didn't need to spend, or
Yeah,
you
you
didn't need to
can
spend an hour
always-
doing it.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah, you start recognizing that a pattern starts to emerge. Things that are within what you would like call the same family, they all have the same genetic defect, and you would think that after a while it would, it's something that shouldn't be there, but then you start to realize you're not quite sure how these things breed. Like, it's
Xenobiology check.
yeah.
Oh dear. Alright. Can I also make one?
Yes, you can.
Alright. Well, that's a success.
That's, I think, a success.
That is
That would be
a
a critical success.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you quickly, let's see. Even, yeah, these things, you're not sure how they're reproducing. Like, they don't have sexual organs. Like, do they just split off? And then, Artemis, you realize that no, they don't split off. What's really quite alarming is that apparently they are all from the same gene stock, as in they are cloned, remodified, and then just created. They're just spawned from something, and you don't know what.
Okay.
Can I tell whether this is like a natural process?
No, with a 66, no, it is definitely not a natural process. It is.
That's unusual.
So wait, sorry. What I meant by that, like, is it actively being done by someone, or is this a process that has been set in motion?
It would appear that someone is genetically designing these and then releasing them
And
into
just
the world.
cranking them out, okay.
Yes, and you realize that it's they need genes as a base like thing. They need feedstock, obviously, but they also need DNA and genes as the building blocks. And you realize that give me a xenobiology.
Yep.
You with your 66, give me a xenobiology.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're the
Fingers
only one
crossed.
that would realize this.
Okay.
Fair
That
enough.
still succeeds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You realize that there's samples of Ikotomi DNA, like very very degraded, but it's they have like gene vaults and stuff. There's Ikotomi DNA in some of these, like as the building blocks, as the base, and then you realize that doesn't make sense because the Ikotomi colonize this world. And the other things that are like they look similar, like two dogs, you can kind of tell they're dogs because they look similar. They are built with completely different gene stock. They physically look similar, but their DNA is completely different, which doesn't make any sense for what you know.
Wait, sorry. What looks similar, but their DNA is different?
Okay, there's you get two animals, and like how dogs they can look physically different, but they're recognizable as dogs.
Right.
That's what you have here. There's two things that obviously they were. If this was evolution, they would have just diverged from the same tree. So like
Right.
except their DNA is completely different. As in, like one has Ikotomi DNA as a base, and then the second one has completely foreign DNA.
Interesting.
So that doesn't make any sense. So I need you.
So, sorry,
Yes.
just to clarify, foreign in the sense that, like, if you discovered it on Earth, you would say this is, like, completely
Yes.
unrelated to any
Yes.
DNA on Earth.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
So
That's creepy.
yeah, it is creepy.
Yeah.
Give me a composure check. And anyone who
I'm
else,
glad I have high willpower right now.
and anyone you tell will have to make a composure check.
Yeah, that's a success.
Did you critically succeed?
Yes.
Yeah, you're feeling pretty good about this.
You are inspired.
This is what you were hoping. What are your
Look, this character grew up in, like, a literal fucking murder dome. She does not lose her cool easily.
So I have a question. What are your motivations? What's your character's motivation?
The only one I have right now is research aliens.
Okay, well you're definitely doing that, so you get a moxie.
Sweet.
You get a moxie back. So yeah, this is big. You gonna tell your boss?
Sure.
Hey, Ethan.
Alright, I gotta make a composure check.
Yeah, actually roll me a xenobiology first to see if you even understand.
Okay. Nope.
Okay, yeah, that's weird. Whatever, though. Why should that concern you?
Ignorance bliss.
Yeah, that's weird. So yeah, you guys are working in the lab.
I don't know if you quite understand what I'm saying here.
Nope, it's fine.
Yeah, that's neat. That's neat. We're gonna make so much money.
God damn it.
All right, so Adrian, what are you doing?
I am maintaining a surveillance around the exterior of this place and trying to use my drone to get eyes on. I think they want us to go to the beach and check that place out.
Yeah.
You need to find a coast.
Yeah.
All right.
They're good surfing. That's
Give me a perception check.
I think I might actually come out and help Adrian with some. Going with this.
What?
Give me a perception check.
No, I've typed /roll 1d100 and got could not determine result type of.
Oh, just typing.
Oh boy. Yeah, try it again, see if anything
Any
pops up.
typo.
Might have typed
It-
there. As usual.
Sometimes it.
Let me try again.
There
we go.
Does that succeed?
Yes.
All right. You are, just observing the area. Are you setting up cameras or what?
Uh, I can set up some microbugs, yeah.
Alright, so if your microbugs pick up
Glad you got those.
something is on the dome, like high up. Something's on the Temple of Artemis, and it's high up, and it seems to be kind of following you around. It's weird because it's ignoring like it obviously sees microbugs, like it knows it's there, and it like even at some points like an animal, you know, when they see like a camera, they come up and kind of like poke at it.
You might be overestimating the size of
Yeah,
microbugs.
that's the weird part because they're so small. Like it knows they're there for some reason, and it looks at them and then just kind of ignores them. But it obviously knows they're there, and it seems to be like following you and stalking you.
So it's either got microscopic vision or it can somehow detect quantum broadcasts. That's unnerving.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a composure check.
Yeah, shit. Maybe I should go outside and help.
Yeah.
That succeeds.
All right. Yeah, that's unnerving, but it's gate crashing. It's bound to happen. But it is keeping its distance, and your micro bugs see that it has like a camouflage type skin.
I'm gonna report this contact in.
Okay.
All right. So is that going to get the boss to come out?
Yes, it is.
All right. It's way up there. Like you can only see it through the feed,
Okay.
and it's just as soon as you come out, it kind of stops and starts stalking you. Like it's obviously watching you. It's not sure if you've seen it or not, but
Do we know if it's hostile?
it has not made any moves.
That was more of a question to Adrian, but yeah.
No idea. How close is it? Like meters?
Oh, it's the dome itself is fairly large. It
Okay.
seems to be like it's I don't know, lots of meters there.
Is it more than 100?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's outside of T-ray range.
Are you gonna basically try and annoy it?
I was gonna try and scan it.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Well, maybe. How do we get it to come down? We don't even know what the hell these things eat.
We could try and send the gnat up there, but
Yeah.
that might antagonize it.
Yeah,
You
we don't
could
want
try
to piss
that.
it off.
I do have radar and lidar if we want to try and get imaging of it.
That might be good. Let's try something a little more basic first. If I grab some of those, I'm not sure what to call them, plant animals, fine, and leave them kind of in a stack, like where it's looking at, what'll happen?
All right. So you just start picking them up. How are you stacking them? Like violently, like just leaving them there, or what?
I'm just kind of leaving them there.
All right. It does not care.
Doesn't care?
No.
Huh.
It's more watching you.
Huh.
Does Artemis know what's going on?
Yeah.
I imagine.
I've
for
reported
some
it
sort of
on the
call.
broadcast.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, okay. Artemis will come out and join you guys then.
Yeah. There's this weird thing on the roof of your temple. That is.
Can I do xenobiology or something?
It's too far away.
I'm
Actually,
To get it
you
to come down.
you
I don't have any
can.
animal.
All right. You can do it with a -30 because you have to look through micro cameras to do it.
Okay.
No.
Does that succeed?
Wait.
What's your skill?
I think my skills. Oh no, for xenobiology it's 80.
All right,
yeah.
so
Yeah,
it's weird. It looks like a lump of discolored flesh, and it's kind of oozing around like a snail. It's doing it really slowly, but it seems to be watching you, and it's stretching abnormally far. Like it's should not be able to do
Well, okay. So this is where Artemis's obsessive compulsive personality disorder kicks in, and she's like, "Oh God, it's so gross."
it. Yeah, it's gross. Good thing it's really far away from you, otherwise you'd be making a composure check.
All right.
Artemis
okay.
is going to go back to very neatly organizing all of her specimens.
I'm going to try and map out this thing's movement patterns with radar or lidar,
All right.
whichever's more helpful.
Yeah, no, it's stalking. You would describe it as stalking, like it's animal behavior. It's stalking. It was originally stalking you, then it started stalking Ethan, and then when Artemis came out, it decided that Artemis was the most interesting.
Well, you know.
What about when Artemis
All
went
right,
back
yeah, I
inside?
was about
Yeah.
to say, what happened
When
Artemis?
Artemis went back inside, it seemed to get annoyed, and then it prioritized Ethan again.
Maybe you should try.
I'm gonna go inside. Well, you've got a weapon, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go inside then.
All right.
Wait, when we're going inside, are we going inside the
The dome,
temple?
I
The
would
Temple
assume.
of Artemis.
Yeah.
So it's
on
on top
top
of
of it.
where we are.
Yeah, it's on top
Yeah.
of it, and it does not. It seems reluctant to like come down.
Are there
Because
any
now it's-
openings like on?
You
are
could
the
make
openings
one.
just on the ground?
You could
I
make
don't
one.
want to make one.
Well, I don't want to make one. I'm just saying if there were one that it might use.
Yeah, I could drop down. I think we're
There's
good.
the only front entrance, so this place is maintained extremely well. Yeah, as soon as Ethan goes in, it gets like, annoyed, and then it prioritizes you.
Wow, what am I, chopped liver?
You don't know what's causing, like, why it prioritizes certain
It
people.
may in fact want to chop your liver. We don't know.
I'm gonna try moving 100 meters away from the dome.
All right, you basically get out of range of it.
Take a
and-
short hike.
You're still monitoring it with your
Yes.
NAT, right?
Is
So-
it annoyed?
Well, no, it just kind of stops, and then it bunches up and just like leaps off the dome and heads into the jungle or the forest, what have you.
Huh.
Interesting. Okay. Hang
Did
on.
it go in the same direction as that monkey from earlier?
Yes.
Huh.
I'm gonna make a note of that direction.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you.
Uh, wait. Sorry.
All right. All right. So yeah, the second day you're there comes to a close. It's been very eventful. You've done a lot of things.
Yeah,
Apparently,
that's
there's
interesting.
some sort of cagey animal, but it's an animal.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Taking zeno empathy.
you have to touch it. You'd have to touch it.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
no,
sure
don't.
that's touch range.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
All the
No,
Xeno.
hang on. Oh no,
stuff.
no, you don't have to touch it for this.
You don't? Oh wow, you should have taken it. You should get rid of one that you have and retake that.
Can I gain new slights?
Yeah, you can. It's five. It's 5 res points.
Okay, well maybe I'll take it later.
So yeah, the day comes to the close. What preparations are you making? Because clearly there's a strange animal, and you've got to secure your camp. What preparations are you taking?
Well, I'm gonna clean everything, obviously. That's
Yeah.
the most important.
I actually have a
You
set
have-
of
yeah.
defensive tools if I can find them on
About
here.
to say, do you still have your defense network things?
Yeah, defense
And-
beacons.
Did
That's
you
not
launch? Did you launch a satnet in a cannon at any point?
I have not. I was gonna launch something else actually.
What did you want to launch?
Scout nanoswarms.
All right, so there's
Basically, let them do their stuff outside the temple.
all right.
During the night.
So yeah, they scout during the night. They actually bring back that there is apparently a settlement. There's lots of alien ruins, but there's a transhuman settlement near a gate.
Huh.
Whoa.
Well,
you
what?
are not-
That's kind of big.
Near a different gate?
Yeah, different gate.
So this place is a nexus.
How old does it look?
Looks fairly recent. If
Okay.
You would- if you have
do you have
network-
any radio stuff?
does anyone have like
Because yeah, I'd like to
Don't look at me. I don't have anything. I have
contact with
specimen
them.
containers. That's
Full
it.
helmets come with a radio booster, but
yeah, you can definitely try and it looks way more
Okay.
developed than what you have, so they might have a very basic mesh network.
Well, let's give it a try then.
All right. Yeah, you get a mesh. Basically, you get like a greeting screen. It says, The Love and Rage Collective welcomes you to the planet known as Stinky. Please.
Wait,
Just kind of
that's
face
So
palm.
this must connect to the anarchist gate.
Okay.
Or one of the gates they control.
Yep.
So, and then it says, please sign in using your
All right. Does
collective.
anybody have any hacking skills? Because I sure as hell don't.
I do.
I have some, but Rogue might have more. I don't know.
I have like 60 in most of the relevant skills.
Oh, okay.
That would be what, InfoSec?
Yeah.
First
Yeah,
sec.
it's,
First it's interfacing, then InfoSec.
Oh, okay. Well, I have 60 in both, so.
no.
I have 65.
Okay, well, you do it then.
All right. Give me interfacing. All right. Yeah. It's good. The thing you notice immediately is that the mesh networking stuff, the protocols, they are about 5 years old. Like they're from AF10 when gate crashing really started getting big. But the place itself is maintained really well. So I will give you plus 30 to all checks to hack this system because it's just old. It's 5 years old.
Whoa, so this thing's been here for 5 years?
So I
Interesting.
succeed.
All right. What do you want to pull off? Like it's
Histories, inhabitants, armament.
all right.
Oh.
It was supposed to be just a like from what you get, it's a scientific research outpost.
Okay.
Headed
So they're
by,
doing what we're doing.
Yeah, it was an Argonaut effort with the Love and Rage Collective.
Oh, I'm an Argonaut.
Yeah, actually, give me networking Argonauts to see if you know any people that are on this list.
Hold on. That's networking scientist.
Yeah, networking scientists, sorry.
Okay, hang on. Nope.
All right, yeah.
Actually, wait. I'm gonna just use a Moxie and flip that.
All right. All right. You get there's a well-known Dr. Eleanor Arroway, who was a specialist related to all things xenoplanets. She was the nominal head of the research station. The Argonauts. Does anyone have a solar archive? It's like software that lets you pull things off the mesh. It's like Wikipedia in your head for when you.
Unfortunately, no.
I thought everyone had that.
No, Solar Archive is supposed to be like you take a section of the mesh, download it onto something, and then you can access research roles about that subject.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I see. So that sounds like something I should have got. Okay.
So yeah.
Notes for next time.
You you actually need to be in contact with transhuman mesh to figure out what anything else about Dr. Eleanor Arroway.
Oh, and we're not right now?
No, because you are on a
the other side of a
xenoplanet.
gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just
Need better Wi-Fi.
there is also a listing for a Medusa security contractor, which is a extropian security hypercore. There is a listing for someone known as Smile, who is listed as the networking and mesh system operator. And then the gate technician is listed as Mike Cook. So if you have networking and gate crashing, you can see if you recognize anything about Mike Cook.
I have profession gate.
Yeah, you can roll that too. That's fine.
Let's see, I think I might have gotten that one. Give me just a second.
That's not gonna work though.
Yeah, no, you haven't heard of Mike
I'll give
Cook.
the networking thing a shot, but I'm not sure how that's gonna. Nope.
All right, yeah, you guys haven't
Definitely
heard
not
of
that
Mike.
high.
You haven't heard of Mike Cook.
Wait, it's networking. Which one again?
Networking gate crasher. Gate crashing.
Be
no,
under
wait,
other only.
Or like profession gate crasher. If you don't have
Sure, I
one.
might as well roll, I guess. There's not much downside to roll like this. Yeah.
Nice.
You've actually heard of Mike Cook. He's an ex Pathfinder employee. He's an ex-employee of Pathfinder, gate technician specialist. He's wound up working with the Love and Rage Collective. out of like convenience because he got ousted for something in the inner system. He's actually apparently very good at his job, and the 11th Rage Collective are very happy to have him. But yeah, so.
Okay.
Interesting.
But yeah, that's about all you can figure out just by accessing the mesh. You actually have to go there and investigate.
Okay, we don't know if there's been any activity recently.
The last logged activity is over 4 years ago.
Does it say anything about being eaten by weird animals?
No.
All right.
Do they
I
have
think we're
any
gonna-
cameras set up there, or?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
they do.
Step.
Give me an interfacing.
Success.
All right, so you start scrolling through the cameras and give me a perception.
Success.
You see that there are weird animals scurrying around. You don't have xenobiology or xenozoology, so you can't identify them. But they look typical of the planet, and they seem to be... Which, actually, now that you think about it, you've actually seen similar-looking ones around the Temple of Artemis.
Oh boy.
Can he feed the images?
Yes,
to
he
me
can.
So I
Yeah.
can look at them?
Mm-hmm.
All right, give
I will.
me xenozoology.
Fingers crossed.
It's a success.
All right, they you recognize them as like they look like the animals that you've actually seen. Like the Temple of Artemis has like animals scurrying around it. You can't get them off. They're like mice. You know, they're just there. They haven't come close to you. They've mostly just avoided you. You can get close to them, and you took samples of them, but like they just don't seem to care. These look similar, and you realize that as you watch them, they actually seem to be maintaining the structure.
Julia, question.
Right.
That's a little
Yes.
creepy.
Is this camp in the direction that the two things scurried towards?
No,
Yeah.
it is not.
Okay.
But there is another gate here. That is valuable information.
That is valuable information.
Okay, well, I vote
Okay.
that we head over there and talk to the mice.
The important and wise mice. I personally don't mind scouting that place out. I think that would be interesting, but
I'm gonna set up a defense beacon around the rover and the gate.
good plan.
All right, so you're walking there, I take it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
We gotta knock down walls.
Is Adrian not coming then?
No,
No.
I'm setting up defense beacons that
Yeah.
like have automated
And then you're coming.
alarms and
Yeah.
beam
Look,
stoppers
I
and
just
stuff.
want to remind everyone that my character doesn't shoot things. So if she needs to get shot, she needs.
All right,
No, I'm setting up
who's-
automated defenses around our camp and then coming.
who's
Yeah,
leading?
we are basically hoofing
Yeah,
it up.
who's leading?
I'll lead.
Actually, everyone, give me a perception.
Okay. Right on the nose.
Okay.
On the nose succeeds.
I also need one from Artemis. All right, so let's see who got the lowest. Okay, so who's leading?
I would be.
You are? Okay. So you are walking when almost out of nowhere.
Oh shit.
100. Hold on, I gotta look at the skill. A glob of spit. You don't get to dodge. It just hits your armor.
Okay.
And a glob of spit hits, and your armor starts going insane. How much armor does it have?
This is why you shouldn't wear armor.
It's got. I want to say Rogue was it.
It's 2015 for just the
2015.
armor.
Okay, yeah.
2015.
Full helmet adds 3/3 to that.
Yep, I've got both of those.
Okay, so
Wow,
23. Okay, so
it's a lot more than mine.
23. How much energy armor do you have?
The first one's energy.
Yeah, so 23.
Yeah, 23.
All right, so your sensors start going insane, and now you have 10 less energy armor as acid starts eating through your armor.
Great news. I've got a self-repair thing for
Yes,
it.
and that lets you ignore one of the hits because then they start shutting down as the acid apparently starts targeting them So yeah, your armor's still fully functional, but it no longer self-heals.
It can't heal. Okay, that's not good.
What kind of acid is this? Can I
That's a
investigate
great
the acid?
question.
The kind that turns off electronics, apparently.
Okay, so glob of acid goes flying and misses Adrian. Well, who's second in line? How are we ordering up
I guess I would be second in line.
I well, no, I would be. You would have to be the rear. I'm in the middle because I'm the most.
here? All right. Well, whoever's in the middle that misses as a glob of acid goes flying. And 45. Okay, so then Adrian, since you're pulling up the rear,
Yep.
what's your energy armor?
Okay.
It is. Let me look at this quickly.
And is it self-healing?
27 and yes.
All right. Jesus. All right. So you ignore the first attack, but a glob of acid starts frying, and your systems go fucking ballistic as the self-healing basically, like, it gets overloaded. Like, it starts targeting it, and it's not great. So now you can all give me perception checks to see where the fuck that came from.
God damn it.
I'm gonna upgrade that to a critical.
All right. So Adrian, there are 3 of those weird lumps of flesh that were stalking you, and they are all camoed up, and they see that you see them, and they are going to try and get away. Do you want to pursue?
Can
Or
I
you-
just shoot them?
Yeah, you can
Sorry.
definitely try.
I can
and-
detect them with T-rays as well.
Sorry, guys, I've been getting distracted by people talking to me. Sorry, who did we see?
It's those
We
We
have
are
those
weird.
blobs.
Oh, it's the blobs again. Okay.
Yeah, you can shoot at them.
Did they seem friendly? Hang on.
They just
No,
They
attacked
attacked
us.
us.
Oh. Okay. Maybe that's a greeting in their culture.
Yeah, well, let me give them one of my own.
All right. And
Okay. Artemis doesn't approve, but she's not going to
all right. It
stop you.
technically dodges, but your success is better. So here is the thing. I have, due to their composition, these beings take the minimum amount of damage from kinetic weapons, unarmed attacks, unless it's some sort of shocking damage, blades and clubs, beam weapons, seekers, and shredders work perfectly fine against them, though. So what is the absolute minimum damage you deal?
I forget what the full automatic bonus damage is.
Well,
Is it extra 3d10 for a rifle?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, because then it would be 11.
11? They have 12
With
armor.
AP minus 6.
Oh, AP minus 6. Okay, so you damage one and it starts like bleeding, but it continues to run away.
Jesus.
Do you want to pursue?
No.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, let's.
I'm going to maintain active T-ray scanning for the rest of this trip, so if they come within 100 meters, I'll presumably pick them up on that.
Yeah, okay.
That'll be good.
Yeah, no.
We're also gonna need to get our stuff fixed up.
Yes, you are. Hopefully
Maybe
someone
once
took
we even
armor.
get there.
I have hardware armor.
Oh yeah. So
Oh, okay.
So-
That'll
so
be
we
good.
didn't get to roll anything for when they attacked us.
No, you did. You rolled perception, and none of you
Oh.
saw him. Or them,
Yeah,
I
I
should
got
say.
a really.
Oh, really?
Good roll.
Wait, what did I roll for perception?
I think you got a 28.
It's not that you didn't succeed, it's that their
They-
concealment
yeah.
check was better.
They succeeded better at infiltrating.
Ah,
So yeah, you know, they're just better at hiding because they have camo.
Okay, fair enough. Just because I do get a thing that gives me a plus 10 modifier on whatever a surprise test is.
Yeah.
So-
Okay. Well, yeah, you still wouldn't have seen.
Oh,
Uh,
also.
yeah.
Situational awareness, so I can't be distracted.
Okay. You were not distracted. It's just they were.
I know. I'm
Similar.
just for future because.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, Adrian did shoot them, and there was some blood on the ground. If you want to collect a sample.
Yes, deal.
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay. You get a sample of that. And so yeah, no, they don't like attack you anymore, but they are just barely on the outskirts of your T-ray. Like. They're still following you, but apparently they don't like getting shot at,
Imagine that.
or they are waiting until they can surprise you again. So you get to the Love and Rage Collective's base, and you know, it's like a ghost town.
Okay.
Everything is still in mint condition though. Like the only thing that's not there are like is food, which apparently has been rotted. It's like gone.
Okay. Let's actually do a general
Okay.
scavenging check, I think.
Yep, you can roll
Yep.
scavenging.
All
Is
right.
that a skill?
Yes, it
Skills.
is.
Got a
Yeah.
Success.
what I've got. Hold on.
Okay, I will. Well, my scrounging's not very good.
Scrounging,
Yes,
yeah.
scrounging.
Success.
I also have there's scavenging and
Failed.
salvage ops, which is what I.
All right, so yeah, you find it's like 5-year-old technology, but everything is preserved like perfectly. It's
Anything
just old.
to fix up the acid that we just got hit with, or
Not really. It was just science.
Are there any of those little
Okay.
creatures around?
Yeah, they're there.
Can I grab one and
Yeah, you do.
examine it?
Yeah, you need more specialized gear to examine
yeah?
it.
Unfortunately, our labs,
I can't even do a basic
It
like
looks
eyeball test.
yeah, it looks similar to the
Yeah.
stuff that was in the Temple of Artemis. Little scurrying things, and apparently they maintain the ruins.
So the little scurrying things, what
Mhm.
kind of DNA did they have?
The ones at the temple had
At the temple.
Ikatomi DNA.
Okay, they could tell me. So
Yes.
Oh, actually, yeah. Let's shoot. Should have brought
because
my
I
Faraday
also want to
container
figure
back.
out, I feel like the mystery of this planet will revolve around what has what kind of DNA.
Yep. We should grab some of these.
Already
So-
done.
Yeah, let's grab some more samples of any other flora
Yeah.
/ fauna that we
Okay.
can find in the camp, even if it looks the same as stuff
Yeah.
at the other place, just to be sure.
Looks they can be deceiving.
Okay. Yeah, there
'Cause
anything else?
I have the disturbing idea that we might find like human DNA.
Nay, in this one, yeah.
There are other ruins that you could investigate too.
There are.
Yeah, there's
there
other
are a couple
alien
of-
ruins. Yeah. You just haven't gotten to them yet.
Yep. I
You've
think.
only really ranged outside of the Temple of Artemis.
Hmm.
Anyways, is that all you want to do? You pick up some samples. The technology's old. Like, there's not much in the way of records. Actually,
Actually.
there is something by the gate. It is a
Oh shoot.
privacy. It looks like a figure in a privacy shroud, which is like a full body covering that makes it literally impossible for you to be identified through like a gait, like how you walk or voice or anything.
Should we flag them down then?
They're just like they are sitting against the gate.
Okay, that's creepy. Let's go check it out.
What do you do? They're just
Oh.
sitting there. They don't respond when you.
They're not gonna respond.
No.
Okay.
Actually, someone can give me xenoarchaeology to identify the complex the gate is in because it is another ruin.
Oh dear.
That does not succeed.
All right, yeah, you can't identify it, but maybe it's a Katomi.
How much moxie do you guys have?
I've got
6. I have 7.
Okay.
Tons. You guys should use it.
Yeah. Rogue, how much have you used?
You can give me Xeno.
I've used one,
One?
I think.
Yeah.
But hang on, I'll use a Moxie to flip that. I also
Sure.
have motivation, discover useful and interesting things while gate crashing.
Okay, well,
So
good news
Yeah.
because you get a Moxie back from that because this is an unidentified alien species.
Oh
As
shit.
in, someone
Wait.
created this. As in, the complex was created by an unidentified alien species.
oh
Sweet.
shit.
Do I get a moxie back?
If that's shared with you, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna report that.
Okay, so yeah, the complex the gate's in, like everything outside the gate is transhuman, but the complex the gate is in is created by an unidentified alien species.
Jeez. Okay.
So, if you want to take a sample of the building, you can definitely do that. There are also more of those weird animals that seem to repair things here.
If we take a sample of that building, I recommend sticking it in a Faraday container.
No.
So yeah, like if you want to carbon date it. So there's more of those weird animals in here that seem to maintain structures.
Okay.
So you can grab them if you want.
Well,
so.
let's grab. I'm gonna put a sample of the building in my Faraday
All right.
container.
And
so.
are you going to grab one of those animals?
Yeah. Well, I already grabbed one.
Well, yeah, those were outside in the transhuman part of the thing.
Oh, okay. Sure. Let's grab some
Alright.
more.
So yeah, you're getting pretty full up. And there's that guy in a privacy shroud who's just leaning against, like sitting against the gate. What do you want to do?
Okay. I have.
Oh, by the way,
go
as
over
you
and touch him.
as you enter the complex, it lights up. It's still maintained. Same with the transhuman thing. Like it was pretty much powered down, running on minimum power. You enter and it starts lighting up again. So yeah, everything's still powered.
Creepy.
Oh,
Well,
that's
Temple
weird.
Temple of Artemis was also still powered.
Yes.
Yep.
So yeah, what do you want to do with the guy in the shroud?
What can we
bro.
do with him?
Go,
It's not
go
responding
talk
to our saying
No.
anything. Can we, like...
Adrian, go talk to him. You have the best armor in case it's a zombie or something.
I'll guess I'll approach cautiously and
Does not do anything. No response.
examine it with
kind of tap at
T-rays.
him.
It is actually it blocks T-rays. That's the beauty of a privacy shroud. You literally cannot see into it. It's just a giant black hole in your sensors. You actually have to remove the privacy shroud.
Well,
Like physically remove it.
Well,
Let's
what are you
grab it,
waiting
then.
for?
You can train guns on it and then have someone remove it.
okay, so do you want to shoot or should I? Adrian.
I'll be set up to shoot if necessary.
All right.
Okay, whatever. You know what? You
That's
guys set up to shoot. I'll remove the privacy shroud, you goddamn coward.
No,
My
fine.
character is brave after all.
All right. It is. You remove the faceplate, or well, like the top of the shroud, and it's just it's a bog standard synth morph of transhuman make, and it's just powered down.
Does it have a cortical stack?
Yes, it does.
Okay,
Let's grab it.
You're gonna pop the cortical stack.
But well, actually, it's powered down. Like,
Yeah, it's run out of power.
Well,
Like,
actually, should we just...
if we
I have a
plug it in.
nuclear battery.
No, that's useful.
Okay, let's just stick a battery in it then.
All right, you're gonna remove the
See if
rest
we
of
can
the.
get it back operating.
Are you okay? So you remove the rest of the privacy shroud. It has some modifications to its shoulders, which are quite strange. If you T-ray it, you see that it has 2 more cyber brains stuck in its shoulders,
Huh.
and it is apparently running neural processors.
So it's
Or
got
parallel.
a Ghost Rider module? Or...
No, they are full-on cortical, like cyber brains with cortical stacks, like full-on all the
Interesting.
processing power, and they have neural processors and parallel processors, which are tech that make you smarter when you're working with a group.
Huh.
Can we reactivate the...
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to put it up to if you want to jury rig it so that it doesn't have any motion besides like being able to talk here and see. You can give me hardware robotics if you have it.
Don't have that.
Let me take a look.
I don't think I have that, but
I have hardware skills. I don't know if I have that specific one.
I'd be
can you do an
surprised.
untrained check?
I have hardware
those.
electronics. Can I use that?
Yeah, with a -10.
Wait, what's your score if you have a -10 to it?
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried
It
about the
would
consequences of
be
failure here.
A 85.
Oh, holy
Wait,
shit.
what?
Holy shit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
you have
I think we're
0
good.
bonus to that. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Actually, sorry, no, 95.
Go ahead and roll.
With a -10, it is 95. Okay.
Yes.
Shit, rogue.
Wow.
Success.
All right, so
Still, that would have been fine without any. Anyway.
you rig it so that basically you turn off the parts of the ego software, because that's all that the ego is really, is software that would allow it to operate like limbs. So then you hook a battery to it.
Wait, you're not letting it operate limbs?
Yeah, so it can't move, so all it can do is talk.
Yeah, we just want to make sure it's
That's
not hostile.
Kind of gross. Why are you paralyzing it before?
So
it's
yeah,
done?
you start it up,
Fine.
and you see that the cyber brains, plural, start to activate. The neural processor starts to activate, and it slowly comes on and immediately fails a continuity check because it's been 5 years. So it gets the time, and then it's very quiet, and then it says, it just starts screaming. Just starts screaming.
Oh, God.
Okay. Is there any way I can use cognitive science to help it?
No, because you have no idea what happened to it. And
Alright,
through the screaming, you hear, "We have to get back through the gate. We have to get back through the gate. I can't get the gate to open."
Oh
Wait,
no.
What?
That's ominous.
Oh, shit.
Actually, you see that he is desperately trying to interface with the gate.
Did he have
Okay.
a blue box?
Let's.
He hooked himself physically up to the gate, and he's
Jesus.
processing all the gate information through his 3 brains,
That's...
which might also be contributing to him going insane.
Maybe we should have unplugged him first.
He did it wirelessly. You had no idea. Apparently, he
Oh.
dedicated all his remaining power to processing the gate coordinates, which are crazy long, and that's why you need a blue box, even gate technicians. It takes like hours to do it by hand.
Okay.
And he
Yeah.
is not trained as a technician. So basically, he hacked himself into the gate and hoped that his souped up ability to have like 50 cog.
Yeah, multitasking.
Yeah, so it didn't work. He literally, the power inside him died before he could actually do that. And apparently, if you want to go through the gate log, give me an interfacing with a -40.
Oh, God. Yeah, I passed that.
That is not going to be a success.
Yeah,
but-
no.
Let me try. Does this involve pattern recognition?
It might actually, yeah.
Okay.
Let's recognize the patterns
So
then.
you have a -30 instead. All right, yeah, no. This is
It's actually, I
devilishly
think,
hard.
plus 20 when it's a pattern. But...
This is still devilishly hard. It's like really hard, like maybe harder than it should be. Like someone might actively trying to be blocking you from accessing the gate to get out. Which might explain why he was not using a blue box, because if someone was actively trying to stop you from getting out, blue boxes would be completely worthless because they just go by routine. So, you predict what they're doing, and then you just stop that.
Oh.
So he's still screaming. Would you like to shut off his ability to scream?
Is there any way we can
no,
like,
we should just
interface
shut
with
off
him
his
to
mouth.
try to like fuck with his
No,
emotions so he calms
you're
down?
bad. Okay.
If you have psychosurgery, you can definitely try that. Otherwise, no.
We have psychosurgery.
I have
No.
comfort.
Yeah, I mean,
He is a robot, so that would not work.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay,
I have 20 psychosurgery. I could try.
You have to have it trained. You actually have it trained. It's one of the few
Uh,
skills that, if you did
oh,
not spend
no, I
skill
don't.
points in.
It's not actually listed as one of those, but
Yeah, but it actually is, because I looked it up.
Okay.
Actually, I was. It's funny. I was considering taking psychosurgery, and then I decided, like, oh no, that'll never come in handy.
Fucking with people's brains is extremely handy. But yeah, he is still screaming. and
Okay. Well,
I have to
I'm
get through
gonna
the gate.
totally take it now and just
Yeah, alright, let's
won't use it this
put
time,
him on
'cause that
mute.
was fair, but-
That
Alright.
seems really cruel, but...
So you take the power away, because he is sucking up that battery like crazy. Like,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
We need to,
his
we need to turn him off.
3 brains and cortical stacks are processing overtime. So yeah, do you want to just leave the body here, or do you want to take the stacks with you?
Let's...
should at least bring the stacks.
Yeah, let's grab
and
the
probably
stacks.
destroy the corpse.
Yep,
Alright.
that
So
sounds
yeah,
good to me.
you pop the stacks, all 3 of them. You can analyze them. I assume that your
So, Rogue,
rover
do you
has.
have any more mobile cameras?
Yeah.
Okay, because I kind of want to see what happens if we destroy something that the environment considers natural.
Yeah, they're not mobile cameras. They're just like bugs.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
But they don't move. They stay in one place. Is what I'm saying. But
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
We just keep one trained on the body that we're
okay.
destroying, and then we see what happens to it.
How do you want to destroy it?
Oh,
I have
that's a
liquid
good question.
thermite if you want to use
That
that.
seems a little, you know.
I mostly brought
Excessive.
that to allow me to destroy my own gear if we had a hostile first contact.
Okay. Hmm. I'm thinking we might just want to shoot it.
Shoot what?
The body.
The body, yeah.
Why?
So we don't want to leave
Um,
behind a
yeah, we
morph
don't wanna-
technology?
We want to leave as little behind as we can. Julia, if I can do 28 damage per shot maximum, how many shots would I need to destroy?
Okay, are you just blowing out its brains?
Not its brains. We're keeping the stacks.
Oh yeah,
No,
Julia.
its actual brains still have copies. Like cyber
Oh,
brains
okay.
maintain a copy. Yeah, sorry. Rogue.
Julia, have I been getting anything on the cameras back at the first gate?
We will get to that in a second after you destroy this body, I will tell you.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're just blowing out his brains. Yeah, you waste, like, not waste, but you use 3 bullets.
Okay.
The little animals that maintain everything, they scurry out and, start to try and maintain it. But they obviously don't know how, because it's a complex robot. It's heavily modified, I should say, but they desperately try and maintain it how it originally was. But that's about it.
Okay.
Oh, I also have disassembly tools. We could just
Oh shit.
cut this thing apart.
Well, it's fine.
Okay, and back at your base camp, some of those weird, like, oozy lumps of flesh creatures that spat at you are kind of poking around. They're still keeping their distance because they're not super sure, but they're poking around, and they seem to realize you're not there, so they just lose interest. They don't seem to have any interest in anything mechanical. Do you want to explore more of the Love and Rage Collective base, or do you want to head back to your rover?
Do they have any like archival storage, like some database?
Yeah.
There is actually ego storage.
Well.
They will probably
what
also.
must be done.
Yeah, if you want to, saving gatecrashers is actually worth it. You get right.
Yeah.
Their continuity is going to be shit, but
Yeah.
They can have
Fairly-
psychosurgery.
Yeah.
all right. So yeah, you just want to back them up. And then we have a Ghost Rider module or like a portable server.
Because
otherwise,
Have a portable server.
you'd actually need to drive your rover over here and pick up the server.
Ah,
Yeah.
Do you have a server?
I do not.
Um,
I think we're gonna have to grab
Let's just go back and
grab
get
the rover.
All right.
okay.
I
Also, while we're here, I'd like to try and take a look at fixing the armor damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I
That'd be
have
good before we go back, but
armor tools.
Well, there's
so-
some old cans of repair spray, so you just spray them on there. There's not a whole lot. It seems like they started going through them quite quickly, but there's enough that you spray it on you and Ethan, and you're pretty good to go. But
Okay. Also,
That'll be
Julia,
good.
I have Lotus coating on my armor. Is there any way I could modify that to better repel the acid?
yeah, that
before
would take some
that
time
much?
though. You'd have to actually like get back to your base camp and sit down for like a couple hours. And
Okay.
Oh yeah, did we take that privacy shroud?
do you want it?
Yes, I want it.
Okay, you take it.
oh god.
Well, look, I mean, you guys have all this gear. I need to get what I
True.
Okay, so Julia,
Yes.
I don't think we can take the egos right now, but is there anything else we could grab, like recorded data about their exploration and?
Yeah,
surveys?
there's some data. Basically, it's just like journals from Dr. Arroway, which are just like arrive on Stinky. Then they kind of trail off at the end. Basically, it's just like scientific data about the planet, noting some of the same things you've noted. The amazing, like there's a lot of alien relics that are very well maintained.
Any thing on that monkey?
Yeah, there's a couple sightings. They start calling it Spattle Spock or something like that. It's like something for like flesh lump in one of their native languages. It's,
Huh.
but yeah, as far as they can see, only apparently has an interest in organic life forms. Because it completely ignores synths when they,
Well, we might want to
So that guy
recommend
must
the
have been
next
afraid
team
of
that
something
goes
else.
through
be a
synth
synth team.
robots.
Yeah.
Well,
so
Yeah, that would have been good.
So yeah, then it cuts off, and
Oh,
yeah.
also, so sorry, go on, Julia.
Well, you're poking around, and a lot of parts that you would recognize from being part of a Podmorph, except it's just the robotic parts of it and none of the organic parts.
Did the organic parts get eaten?
Probably.
Yeah. Seems likely.
Well,
Julia, do they have a QE com?
No, they do not.
Okay.
wait. Actually, can I try to investigate the remaining parts, the mechanical parts of the Podmorph, to see if I can discern what happened at all?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's investigation, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a success. Let me check what my score is. Off by 10.
Right,
Whatever.
well,
I'll use a Moxie.
Okay. It looks like whatever. It looks like something literally just disassembled the flesh, like all the organic parts, just gone.
Disassembled.
Yeah, like disassemblers, except it only targeted flesh.
That's
Okay.
a little bit
I'm just
terrible.
going to point out that we do know that the organic creatures on this were created from a variety of different stock DNA.
Yeah, we do know that.
We need to analyze the ones that we found here. So I think the best thing to do would be to head back to the rover.
All right, so you head back. It's pretty uneventful. Those weird lumps of flesh aren't.
Okay.
They're still following you, but
They're keeping their distance again.
Here's what you got. You got some weird animals. You got some xenoflora and fauna. You got you got a blood sample, a very small blood sample, and you got those egos. What do you want to investigate first?
I can't really do anything with any of that, so I'm gonna get to work on the armor modification.
That would be good. Can you fix mine up as well?
Do you have Lotus coding?
I don't have Lotus. Yeah, damn it.
All right. Well, give me a roll for hardware armorer.
Success.
All right. Yeah, you're pretty sure that your armor at least will stand up.
Lucky.
So that's helpful.
What?
To the acid.
I could give you my ablative patches. They would survive one hit.
Oh, the
Might be
acid.
necessary.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to avoid getting hit by the acid. That's my plan.
All right. I'm gonna xenobio the new creatures that we got in, and that's a success.
Okay. They look similar to not only you have 3 samples basically. Some from the Temple of Artemis, some from the human camp, and then some from the alien structure that is completely unidentified. They all look the same. They all apparently serve the same purpose of maintaining the structures. They all have 3 different sets of DNA.
Oh God.
One is a Katomi, one is transhuman, and one is unknown.
Oh, I knew it.
Damn it. Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, new plan. Go to the Temple of Artemis.
You're already there.
Ourselves. Wait. Oh, okay. Right, we're already there.
You have a blue box.
Fortify ourselves. Wait a week. Leave and never come back.
You can definitely use your blue box to try and get out early.
Oh, true.
It has a wide. Apparently, this is a nexus point, so apparently you could get to Portal, and then from Portal you can try it.
We could get a lot of rep and basically use that to re-gear.
Do you want to look at the blood sample?
Okay.
That would be good, actually.
I would. Oh yeah, let's look at the blood sample.
I think Artemis is gonna have to do that though because I don't.
Yeah. Is that what, genetics or?
Genetics. Sure.
Or
Xenobiology, whatever.
Well, xenobiology is better, so okay.
Okay.
All right. Completely alien. Nothing. It's not even the alien DNA that you now have. It's completely foreign. But it looks like it was genetic. Like someone created it. It's created life. Like it's not naturally occurring. Yeah. It's,
Nothing we found here has been naturally occurring.
no, it has not. But this
Yeah.
thing seems to be the thing that is out of place. Like, there's nothing else like it.
It's not built on any
Yeah, no.
other
it's-
DNA.
Everything here you're starting to realize has a very, very, very specific purpose, and that is maintain the ecosystem.
Hmm.
This does not appear to maintain the ecosystem. It
Right.
just appears to go around, shoot acid, and stalk people.
Right.
You would actually need to dissect something. You'd actually need to catch one and dissect
You
it.
need to capture one alive. That could be difficult.
I don't necessarily need to capture it alive.
Okay,
Dissect
true.
a body.
So you need one. You need to figure out what gets them interested and see if you can set up bait if you want to catch one. And do you want to do anything with the 3 cortical stacks you have, or do you just want to keep them in cold storage?
Well, do we have anything we can do with them?
Kind of insane. We could
Yeah,
plug
you
them
could.
into something in the rover.
Yeah, you could just keep them. Like, you don't have to do anything with them. Like, you probably won't get very much information from them. So, so do you want to get out now because you have the blue box? You can definitely try
You
that.
could. Hmm.
Do you want to cut open the temple doors a bit bigger and?
Okay, actually, if we do leave, I think we should go ahead and grab the egos before we do.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna use disassembly tools to very, very carefully
Well,
widen.
look on the bright side. The creatures here will fix it right back up.
Yeah, they start.
Yeah.
They start trying to maintain it.
You
To-
don't need to be careful about anything here.
They can't really fix it, so it's just kind of sad.
Oh.
But yeah, no, they can't. They aren't like they call them
Okay.
fabbers. They just
We're
maintain.
gonna need to do our best scouting, because if this thing gets hit by that
I
acid,
kind of like
or
these
it
creatures.
kind of
They
ends up-
understand the value of keeping things nice and orderly.
Well, I'm the pilot of this thing, so you're basically gonna be on
scouting.
keeping watch and
It.
All right.
dissuading them with covering fire if
Then
necessary.
Got it.
please give me a perception check, Ethan.
We'll do. That's a success.
If you have the
Is it
Moxie,
good?
you might want to
God
upgrade
damn
that.
it. Yeah, let's make it a critical, actually.
All right. So there's a large number of them that are basically they aren't surrounding you. They're just kind of hanging out on top of the Temple of Artemis, and they see you drive away, and you know they're just
They're
chilling
fine
out.
with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it.
So you go. You pretty much it's pretty easy to pick up the server. It's mostly harder to like move it, but eventually you strap it on, and you take it back, and they're still chilling there. Just
well,
kind of chilling out. They're
interesting.
just watching you.
Interesting.
Okay.
Should probably take one of those pods as evidence as well.
Can I make some kind of check based on pattern recognition to try to figure out if I can notice any patterns in their behavior?
Sure. Go ahead.
Xenobiology,
Yeah.
maybe?
All we
Xenozoology.
really know is-
Xenozoology. Based on pattern recognition. Like what you know about them so far.
All we really know is that they're hostile to organics.
That's a success.
That's a
Critical.
Critical
Okay.
success, thank
Yeah.
God.
So they obviously exhibit predator-like behavior. They stalk, and whoever designed them to be predators, obviously.
Yeah.
They absolutely do not care about electronical things, so they obviously have some sort of recognition for what feedstock is and what isn't. Obviously, they do something. They somehow get feedstock and then produce animals for some reason, some unknown reason. So you're still not sure like what they do in this ecosystem, but apparently they are the things that are like they stock and capture feedstock, which is organic material. Which you don't know what that would mean if they caught you.
Bad
because-
things.
So they are at least able to detect organic material through other things because
yeah.
we've been wearing, at least Brutus and I have been wearing fully sealed
Yes.
armor.
There's obviously a level of like they got on pretty quick, but like according to what you have from the outpost, they didn't actually start moving against them until like weeks. Like they were there for almost a whole year. So obviously there's some form of recognition, as in, oh, we recognize these as something we've used before and we've already studied. So they're just pouncing because they don't need to study you. They already know things about you. Yeah. So
Okay.
at some point the armor might have protected you, as in they're confused if you're organic or not, but they know you're organic underneath it.
Huh.
Interesting. So, okay, the other thing I wanted to do was to try to analyze, particularly the organisms with the transhuman DNA,
Mm-hmm.
and to see if I can, by comparing that with my knowledge of actual transhuman DNA, figure out anything about how they were created, like in what way the DNA was used to create them.
Sure, you can try.
Like, in the sense that we don't actually know how these organisms come into being yet, like how they grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a little bit beyond your scope. You just know that they're created. Like,
Okay.
there's numerous ways that could be done.
Can I try to find out more?
No, they all boil down to the basic same thing. Like, there's no way to tell by DNA structures. Except that they apparently seem to keep genetic flaws in for some reason. Which would tell you that
It's interesting.
probably not, like, a technician overviewing this.
Yeah, it's
I
don't want to say a natural process, but yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
Well, it's an automatic process.
Yes.
Yeah.
They obviously can't distinguish between, like, this is something that's bad. They just take it and then they do it. That's it.
Okay.
So yeah, you want to hook your blue box up to try and get out of here?
I'm a little suspicious about this.
Yeah, well, do we have any other choice, Rogue?
Not really, unless we could find a QE com, which we couldn't.
So
Right,
sorry, did we go rescue
Or
the
we
server
could-
already?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, we've got the
It was,
server.
it was
Okay.
like
Wait
super
until
cool.
the week when they're going to open it anyway, but
Okay, so you want to test it with your blue box?
yeah.
All right. It times out. No connection can be made.
Shit.
So there's something interfering, like we thought before.
Yeah. You can definitely try with a -40 to see what's up.
Okay. Well,
That's interfacing.
so pattern recognition again. So only minus
Interfacing and
for me. Okay, I will. You're dumb, Rogue. I'll do it.
do you actually know anything about
Julia,
gates? Yes.
Can I make a hardware electronics check based on my specialty of gate operations instead?
For
I will
what? What are
reroll.
you trying to do?
Okay, and
basically
then I will
figure out
flip it.
what is interacting.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
I succeeded. I used 2 Moxie, but I succeeded.
All right. Yeah, and
Goddamn.
Adrian, give me that roll too. And I will-
I did. That succeeds.
Oh, okay. So
So I find whatever pattern is there.
there is some sort of outside mesh network interfering. It is directly tapped into the gate in such a way that Artemis would describe it, because of her vast knowledge of biological life, as symbiotic, as in something was created specifically to control these gates.
Sounds more parasitic to me. What are the gates getting out of it?
The gates, the gates aren't actually alive, but whatever is doing this
exactly.
was specifically, they have one single purpose, and that is to lock the gates.
Okay.
Which is why you have
annoying.
-40. Which is why you have -40.
Okay.
And
so
you know that if they can lock the gates from this side, they can lock them indefinitely. So you need to figure out how to unlock the gates.
Now, locking it, is that going to apply to
Yes,
the
to the
weak
one.
as well?
Yep. They can literally just make it so that they can't contact.
Okay,
And then
so we are,
basically,
we are
you
literally-
can
We're stuck.
basically the way it works is you can set gates to refuse incoming connections.
Yep.
You can try and override the refusal, but there's basically a cold war going on between methods of overriding and methods of preventing overriding. And since we don't know anything about how they're blocking this, it's pretty unlikely that we'll be able to override it based on our existing knowledge.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And you can make a pretty educated guess about what's probably blocking it.
The blobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Do we have eyes on them
Things that-
still?
Yeah, I assume.
All right.
Well, if they need physical proximity to it, we could try
yeah, we're
and
shooting them away.
defeat them, or at least force them
I
away
assume
from
they
our-
would need at least some.
Well, okay, hang on. Do we think that they physically are doing it, or that they have something, somewhere else that is doing it?
Everyone can give me a interfacing check with -40.
Oh, well, then I
Okay.
should give you an interfacing check.
You can still roll 100, so...
Nope.
Wow, so
Brutus, I think you
close.
actually succeeded.
What's your interfacing?
No, unfortunately, my interfacing is. Well, actually, let me look at it.
You have it based on your aptitude, so
Yeah, but
Oh.
it's with a -40.
Oh.
You're
Yeah, the
interfacing with
-40
him.
gets applied first, so yeah, it's only going to be a 35. So.
Yeah, so, nah, there's something. You can try your muses. They have it at 40, I believe.
Oh wow, I should have rolled for my muse instead.
So yeah, they
Your
basically need
muse will still
100.
fail if it's a 40.
Basically, your muse might be able to
Let's-
do it if they have.
See what happens. Nope.
Nope. Yeah, no, it's not. No.
Can I
there's-
do a
Oh wait, sorry,
task action to
I
study?
forgot to roll for my muse. I'll do that at least.
Yeah, if you want to take a whole, it's going to take a whole day to crack this.
So
No.
close, muse.
So,
that-
Close.
With that 19 and the task action, I should
all right. So, Adrian spends a whole day, and you realize there's a very, 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 very specific mesh network. It's absolutely alien, so
Mhm.
connecting to it would be a bad idea.
Yeah.
But apparently, it's a network solely based around those weird lumps of flesh. As in, they are the only ones connected to it, and it is connected to the gates, and that's all it does. Is
Okay, so they are physically connected to it.
yes,
Or,
as in they're using a very specific mesh
They
service.
use it.
But they apparently
Sure.
understand that things come through the gate. So
And
you
they
can give
eat
me
those things.
an idea check, which is intuition times 3. Adrian can give me an idea check.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He's the only
My
one-
intuition is 5, so
I have-
Oh fuck.
I'm pretty sure that's an idea check. Okay, if you tell everyone can make an idea
Yeah,
check.
Yeah.
that would be good.
I'll tell.
Okay.
So. Damn it. Dice roll are not in my favor.
If it was COG, I'd hate
Actually,
I
well,
think-
let's see what a Vis
yeah,
rolls.
I think
Yeah.
it can also
Wait,
be cog.
That's exactly
Oh,
my
in that case,
thing
I
times
succeed.
3.
Yeah,
so
okay.
Success, right?
Okay, so then everyone who's succeeded, you realize that these things were created very specifically to do one thing, and this is all they do. They apparently they know the gates have things come through them. Those things generally are organic life that they can use as feedstock. They know that the thing the organics are attracted to are alien ruins. So they made life specifically to maintain them, to entice people to come and see what's up. Then they lock you out of the gates, and they either get you and do whatever they do, or they just let you die, and then they fucking do whatever they do.
Okay.
So you don't know
So-
why they do what they do.
Okay, a couple questions.
Brutus,
Yes.
you might want. Sorry, go on.
Well, I was just gonna ask, first of all, did anything else happen in that day that Adrian was doing that?
I don't know. Yeah, you can do whatever you want during that day. I'm just saying that takes him the whole day.
Okay.
Okay.
They're just sitting there.
Okay, and my other question is, do I have any idea why? I mean, it seems kind of circular
Hmm.
at this point. They use the DNA to create the life forms, to maintain the ruins, to entice the people, to kill, to get the DNA, to use the DNA to create the
Mhm.
life forms, to maintain that, etc.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen them do anything else that implies any sort of greater purpose to any of this.
That's Every animal that isn't, you know.
I will say this: it's
Well, no, but I mean, it doesn't even seem to be benefiting them in terms of keeping them alive.
well,
There's no evolutionary reason.
yeah,
for them
no,
to do
you don't
They were
know.
created to do it.
Titans. I'm just gonna throw this out there. Titans did strange things all the time that make no sense to transhumans. It's completely possible that aliens do things that don't make sense to you, but make perfect sense to them.
Yeah.
So
And
it's just-
Julia,
I suppose.
while Adrian's doing his thing, the sat in the can's going up.
all right,
We do have evidence that there's some form of more advanced life designing or controlling this by virtue of the fact the mesh exists.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
So-
yeah. Well, and by virtue of the fact that we know these things were designed.
It's
Right.
it's possible that this is just some sort of giant science experiment in terms of you know, seeing what they can get come through, collect their DNA, study it, and then you know,
see-
use it to perpetuate
use
the
it.
experiment.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe.
we've got to wait at least one more day before the sat in the can goes
Yeah.
online. But
So, yeah, it's just waiting then. And, you know, if you want to do anything, let me know. But otherwise, the sat in the can goes
Well,
up.
I mean,
Well,
Artemis will just do more research on the
just make
sample.
sure that we don't
Yeah. No, it's
Get attacked.
Have we gotten any indication over the course of this day or more that these things are moving against us?
more and more of them are arriving, but it could just be that they might just literally be waiting for you to die. You already shot at them. It could be they're using the mesh network they have to transmit that these things are dangerous. Eventually they'll die though. So why do we care?
They're gonna be very disappointed, but
So yeah, well, if you don't eventually die, they're gonna
they're gonna mob us. Yeah.
But they're
Wonder how long
currently
we can wait for.
yeah.
I
So
suppose it took them years to get the other colony, so we got a while.
yeah, it took them like a year to study them and do whatever. Obviously, they prefer to pick you off like easily, but you know they've kind of realized there's obviously a very very primitive level of intelligence.
Okay.
For what purpose, you continue to have no idea. But the sat in the can goes up, and there's lots of ruins around here, and there's lots of gates on this planet,
Okay.
and they are all spectacularly maintained. And even though the photographs are grainy, you can tell that some of this stuff is not recorded. Like these are different alien races.
So if we get out of here, we'll be rich.
You'll be insanely rich, except no one can come here to study because
That's
these
true.
things. Yeah, you can send robots, and they'll pretty much ignore them, but you don't know what happens. Like,
See,
if
okay,
they don't get feedstock.
there is one thing though that I'm curious about, and I'm
Mhm.
not sure we have an answer for yet. Is we did get the gate to open once, right?
Yeah,
When
Yeah,
they
that
took
was
come
before
through.
they showed up, though.
Yeah.
So they might not have been aware of us. So-
no, they keep them unlocked once they like that. If they lock them all the time, and there's more than one gate, so perhaps you could
No, no, no.
travel.
Yeah, I was about to
But
say, so if we play dead.
Right, but I mean, my point was the first time, like, okay, obviously the first time we came through the gate, but then we also opened it again after that,
Yeah,
right? Which indicates either that they had taken that they weren't aware that they needed to lock the gate yet, or that they are intelligent enough to like. Well, no, that probably doesn't make much sense because they wouldn't gain anything from that.
again, stop trying to think like a transhuman and realize these are aliens. So yeah, you actually need to capture one of them and see if you could do some cognitive science on them with the -40 because they're alien. But
God.
uh, we're-
-40.
How do
Or
we
get the
capture one of
Cognitive sciences do we have?
Well,
Because I don't
you-
have any personally.
you do know that they really would like it if they could get some feedstock, and that they attack things that are by themselves.
Yeah, the problem is that they attack things at a range.
Yeah.
You just know
Well,
that they shot
that's
acid at you and dissolve your armor. You don't know anything besides
got
that.
greater range than they do.
Did the pod parts that I studied have any indication that acid had been?
No, they did not. Acid would destroy valuable feedstock.
Interesting.
Uh,
So wait, why did they even shoot acid at?
they
Artemis?
shoot it
destroy
to
the
dissolve
armor.
the armor.
I know, but she's barely wearing any.
Yeah, you're not, but they didn't know that at the time. If you literally go out there naked, they will attack you. That is a great way to.
To get murdered.
Yeah.
Well, you know what you have to do, Rogue.
No. I have
Yeah.
the only armor that actually stands up to their acid, so...
So yeah,
How quickly did we see these things move?
they can apparently move very quickly when they want to. They mostly appear to get around quickly by swinging from trees.
Oh, they're the same thing?
Yeah.
Oh, these are the same as the monkey? Oh, wow,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I totally missed that.
Yeah, okay. I thought that we were talking about two different life forms there.
Nope.
Okay,
That clears up quite a bit then.
in terms of if we need to fight them, normal ballistics are not going to work great. Does
Yeah.
anyone have any specialty ammo?
I've got AP, but that's it. And I don't really think I'm going to need it given the type of gun that I bought.
AP ammo is actually really not that great in Eclipse Phase anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like -1 damage plus 2 armor piercing or something.
I feel
So
like armor piercing ammo is especially bad against these guys.
they do have some armor.
They do got a decent amount of armor on them.
Yeah.
But...
They do.
I needed the AP
I
-6
thought
to do
they-
anything.
I thought the whole point was that they like were all.
Hold on, I think I might have had
Well,
that,
you do
that,
minimum-
that
yeah.
shut down electronics, but give me a second, Rogue.
They probably have like a version of BioWeave.
Yeah, they do. As an educated guess you can make.
Yeah, I could try and set up some sort of shock, like basic shock mod for things, maybe.
Yeah. Roll hardware armorer for that.
Yeah. Let's see, what do I have that would be useful for? I have eelware, so I could try and adapt the same system to work on ammunition.
You can try.
Okay. Julia.
Yes.
Are there some within shooting, like sniping range, basically?
Yeah, there are.
Okay, do you mind if I make an attack roll on one of them? Because I'm
Go
about to
nuts.
shoot it with some EMP ammo and see what happens.
Alright. Go ahead.
Alright. Roll in. That's a success.
Okay. Okay, you hit it.
You hit
and
it.
it does
What
shock.
happens?
It gets shocked, and then it starts falling off the dome. And then they start to get very, very mad
Oh shit.
and start crawling after it. You can probably get it, and then if you want to give me free running and like.
Oh, I can give you free running.
All right. Yeah.
I'm gonna make a attack check to give covering fire.
Okay.
That'd be useful. This is not what I expected to
Success.
happen, but okay. I will grab that stupid little blob and I will take it to the lab.
All right. And you're in your armor,
Ah
correct?
shit. I'm gonna reverse that.
Okay. You pick it up. It's still like paralyzed because you shocked it, but it starts wiggling around and grasping your arms. Like
Stick it in a Faraday cage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. It's gonna use unarmed to horribly resist that. So let's see. You have unarmed?
I don't. Can I use fray?
Yeah, you can.
I can. I'll come help you. I have
Alright.
unarmed. I'm
Oh.
very good
Oh,
at
okay.
something.
Oh, good. The
Punch
person. Yeah. Okay. Do that.
Punch
wait.
it till it submits.
Wait, I don't have armor though.
Yeah.
What if it dissolves my hand when I touch
Don't
it?
you have armor clothing?
I
Yeah.
have
it
armor
should be
clothing.
alright.
Does that
Yeah.
include like gloves and shit?
I would assume so.
Sure, I'll say so.
This is gonna end poorly, isn't it?
You're gonna
Why don't I lend
gloves.
you my gloves for now?
Yeah. Okay. I'll give me your gloves.
Yeah.
And then I will use unarmed combat. And I'm trying to subdue it, so I get +10 because that's my specialization.
Okay. Just get over a 17 and you'll be fine.
Yep.
Because it's like
Okay.
wiggling. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you punch the shit out of it. Get it in the second game. You get it back in the lab. It starts bouncing around violently.
Imagine.
And it wants out.
But it's
And-
contained, right?
Yeah, it's contained, and those
Yeah,
things
it's
are
in a Faraday
not
cage. It
not
ain't
super
getting out.
happy. Those things are not super happy. But they aren't attacking. They're just like sliding off the roof and going into the jungle.
Okay.
That's slightly ominous.
If they wanna leave us alone, I'm fine.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
test the blue box now that they're gone.
No, still no dice.
Okay, so it's
Well,
not
there is
related to their
one-
physical.
there is
It's
one
probably
right
not
next to
related
us.
to their physical proximity.
No, Faraday cage makes it so it can't use mesh inserts.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you can give me a perception check, Adrian, before you head in.
Success.
Right, you're kind of watching with the drones and stuff, and you see that large parts of the forest just kind of start disappearing.
I think they might be manufacturing combat morphs, or the equivalent. Because they just took a lot of organic matter away.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
time to do some xenobiology, I guess, and try to figure out what the fuck is up with this.
Alright. You can't touch it, though. You just have to look at it unless you kill it.
Artemis doesn't kill things, so
You can literally shock it to death if that's what you want to do.
I
You
don't know
can stun
exactly
it and
how
then-
modified
we need
behavior
to study
works,
it
but
first.
like she is pretty much compelled not to kill things. I
Yeah.
suppose Ethan could kill it.
I could.
Yeah, no, stunning
She
it.
would, that would upset her, but she would.
Stunning it seems to be fine, except then it gets unstunned. And you don't know how drugs would interact with it.
Could we give it a perpetual low-level electric?
Sure, you can.
Pulse?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah.
All right.
See
So
what
you
happens to it.
give me. Yeah, sure. No, it just is like jumping around. It's not super happy to be shocked.
So it doesn't stun it?
It seems like it might be adapting to this.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
Okay, just stop shocking it. Let's
Stop.
just-
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna use xenobiology to observe it and maybe try to figure out if there's a way we can look at it more closely without killing it.
All right. It seems mostly intent on you at this point. And it's like watching you, if watching can be. It doesn't have eyes. It's just like following you around, kind of. Well, it's in its Faraday cage.
Oh,
So yeah, it's just
God.
watching you. In a way that suggests it's predatory.
yeah. Well, we knew that.
We could try and feed it a virus and see if it uploads it to the mesh.
You want to
I've-
connect with its mesh. Okay.
No. Just
I see what you're
put
saying.
it in there and then give it mesh access by like letting it out temporarily.
You want to give it a virus. So you want to network it with it to give it a mesh virus and then see what happens.
No, not network with it.
Oh, like a physical virus? Yeah, that would not. That's not how biology works.
Like put a program in there that it would interact with.
Oh, you want to.
Yeah.
You still have to network with it. Network with its mesh to do that. That's
Well,
interfacing with minus
does-
40.
Does
But-
Adrian have to network with it specifically, or
Someone has to.
could? Well, no, but I mean, like,
You
I
can
don't
try
know,
your
is there
muse.
some way to create a remote
You got
or
programming.
something
You got
that
I
could-
have programming.
You do. You
That
can
could
try and design
do that.
something.
like that we don't care if it gets damaged.
You can try something. If you want to roll programming, you can take your muse and try and make it so that it doesn't have shitty interfacing at like 40 or 50, and
I mean,
then
I have some programming, but
now
I
if you
have
could get
65.
if you could get your hands, Dr. Artemis, if you could get your hands on the mesh inserts, you could try to grok it, and that would give you
Yeah,
a plus
okay.
20 instead of a minus 40.
let's.
Oh, that could be really
We
useful.
try to cut this thing open.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's.
Okay, let's try to cut it open.
It's
without killing it.
extremely damage resistant though, so.
Well, once you
I
like
have disassembly tools.
Yeah,
Oh,
so you
okay.
just start. Yeah, no, just disassembles the flesh, and all that's left is mesh inserts that do not look anything like. The only reason you know they're mesh inserts is because that's what they obviously have to be. But they are completely
wait,
alien.
did we just destroy all of its
No,
biological?
I assume we
cut it open.
kept
Yeah,
samples.
yeah, you kept samples, but
Okay.
all that's left is basically.
Artemis feels extremely bad about being complicit in this creature's death.
All right, now Artemis.
It deserved it.
No, recall that no one knows that you're an async. How are you going to pull off crocking this?
I'll pretend to just be looking at it normally.
All right, and then you're going to touch it. All right, go ahead and cog times 2.
What is it again?
It's cog times 2. And then
Okay. That is just barely a success. It's critical success. In fact. Oh
and
God.
you take 8. Okay, so you start bleeding
Oh.
out of your eyes
Oh.
as the horrible knowledge fills you. So yeah, you can interface with this thing with a plus 20. You know that it is a very, very basic mesh insert that is a distributed network. So there is no central hub. Each one of them makes up their own like hub, and then they combine together to create a much greater network. Not dissimilar to what transhumans have, except there's, they boost the strength with nodes. So if you want to just get on in there and see what these things are up to,
Oh God.
and it's only you.
20.
You do get plus 20 instead of a minus 40.
Uh,
By the way, guys, the good doctor is
just bleeding.
bleeding from her eyes. She just touched this thing and started bleeding.
All right.
is pattern recognition going to help me with this? I feel like
No, it would not, because it's too alien and foreign.
But that's part of the point of pattern recognition.
Yeah, but this would literally be the first time you've ever gone into the alien thing. So.
Okay, whatever. I'm going for it.
You gonna tell your friends?
No.
Oh God.
All right. Dr. Artemis gets the glazed look of someone using the mesh. Give me an interfacing with plus 20.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh, it's a success.
All right.
That's good.
So, your muse pops up. Your muse pops up and says, a service package update needs to be downloaded to fully integrate with mesh network.
That seems like a bad idea.
Spyware, look out.
Yeah. Can I do like a virus scan on this thing?
Yeah, that's what your muse is doing. It's asking, do you want to download it? So what is your muse's name and personality, by the way?
My muse's name is Arethusa.
And what personality is that?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, well, post the name and I'll look it up because it's a Greek thing, right?
I don't know if there's that much information.
Yeah, well, I'll still look it
on
up.
her. She was just an attendant of Artemis who got turned into like a springer or something, I forget.
That means the waterer. She was a nymph who fled home. Let's see, it's a freshwater fountain. Okay, so it looks like a water nymph. And she is glitching the fuck out. Like, service pack needs to download mesh. Missing critical update. Cannot fully network. Cannot missing critical transhuman parts. Missing.
So the muse isn't recognizing it.
Oh yeah,
where it is.
One thing I should also mention, just in case this goes really badly, I have the dominant strain trait. So if there's some exurgent virus or whatever trying to poison me, I get a bonus to resist it.
The dominant strain literally is your strain of Watts-McLeod is so possessive of you, it stops all other exurgent viruses because it's the one that wants to corrupt you.
Good times.
Okay. No, do you accept the service update for your muse and networking systems?
Do I have any other options? I'm trying to.
You could not accept it, but the Meshscape would not make any sense.
Okay, I'll accept it then.
All right. You're just gonna take stress because it's alien.
I'm gonna take stress, or my muse is gonna.
You are, because suddenly it all makes sense.
What is happening?
You take 8 stress, just straight up.
So I also took 8 earlier.
That was damage. That was damage.
Oh, that was damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
sorry.
Stress. So what is your what is it? I think it's TT, trauma threshold.
I don't know.
That's for
that.
wounds, I think.
No, that's trauma is. Okay. Click where it says file and then character, and then you click on character. There's get full PDF sheet or whatever, and look for TT.
Sure. Trauma.
Yeah, it would be listed as TT.
TT is 10.
10? Okay, so when you get 10 mental stress, you pick up a nifty temporary insanity. When you get
actually, I have something called trauma tolerance.
So you get to ignore it until
and then get worse stuff later on.
Yes,
great.
Perfect. So yeah, but you haven't met it yet. So
okay.
There is the mesh is primarily set up to do a few things. First, there are the basic instructions, which you can't read, but you get the gist of them because you first off grokked it and then downloaded the service pack update, you fucking moron. Which is, I'm just gonna look at my notes here. Let's see. Where's my information about this? They have, how do I want to put this? They have 3 basic things. They maintain the garden, which is what they call this planet. They maintain the garden, they create new life, and they find feedstock to create new life with.
Okay.
So that's their 3 big goals. That's all they care about. If it ain't organic, they don't care. They just don't care.
Shit, I wish I was the one seeing this so I could actually
so acquire
ask some
feedstock,
questions.
maintain the garden, and introduce new life into the garden. Then, the only way you can liken this to anything is there are a bunch of blueprints, like in a fabric, to create stuff, except it's for organic life. They're just floating around on the mesh.
Okay, well, let's download some of those.
Okay.
In case we want to create new life.
Yeah, except the fabrics that you have do not create new
Yeah, they're
life.
not going to work that way.
Yeah, they don't work that way. But yeah, so that's weird and strange. But then you realize that they are the fabbers, as in they are the things that fabricate the new life, as in they absorb the organic stuff and
That
then
makes sense.
use it as feedstock to basically birth new life. And they have no idea beyond that about anything. They don't know why they're here. They don't know who made them. They just showed up one day, and they just do these 3 things, and that's all they care about. And anything in service to that. So in service to that, their creators gave them mesh inserts so that they could stop things from leaving, so that they could use them as feedstock.
So about that, can I figure out more about how they are shutting down the gates and what we need to do to...
Oh yeah, no, you're good. If you could somehow convey this information to your gate technician, Adrian Padmore, you'd be good.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, so you come out of it
Yep.
significantly crazier than when you started.
Not really.
No,
All right,
things are fine.
so yeah, is Rogue back from being on the phone?
I hope so. I don't think he is, though.
All right, so yeah, you have learned awful things.
Kind of got a question, I guess, just sort of
Sure.
out of character here.
Sure.
Does the numbers on that list, like you said that their first priority was to maintain the garden, does that take a higher precedence than the
You don't
things
know.
lower on the list?
You don't know.
I'm back.
You don't know. You'd
I
have
got
to.
a way out.
Yeah, I missed the last 5 minutes because my mom called and I had to answer.
Would you like me to tell you? So this character successfully grokked the mesh inserts and then immediately connected. Took 8 stress by downloading a service pack update to make his mesh software mostly compatible, which caused him to take 8 stress. Sorry, her to take 8 stress. But he did figure out what is kind of going on, and he can pass that service pack upgrade on to you guys if you want to no longer have a -40 to get past the gate protocols.
I'm good.
Well, to be fair, Artemis is pretty good at interfacing, so...
Yeah, but
yeah,
you
that's
don't
the
know.
thing. Good at interfacing at
Test
all.
is a hardware electronics, though.
Yeah.
It is?
Yep. To actually get the gate
She's
working.
not as good at that.
So yeah, Adrian,
Yeah,
do you want to?
I feel so bad asking this, but Adrian, can you take one for this?
Look, it's only 1d10. Like, on
Okay,
average...
so
that's-
first I'm going to give Artemis some comfort, and then I'm going to take some myself, which gives me a temporary +5 lucidity.
Oh, is that what it fucking is? Yeah. Okay.
And it also means that if I take stress, it goes to that temporary lucidity first.
Yeah. Okay.
And then will download the package.
I want to make sure I'm using the right
It
terminology.
also means you ignore one trauma.
Yeah, okay, so trauma
we
I
threshold.
already
Hold on.
ignore all trauma, so.
No, you wish. Alright, is it? Yeah, it's trauma threshold is the thing. Okay. Alright, so you're downloading the service pack update. What is your muse named?
Amusing anecdote.
Okay, so it's literally just the personification of you. What's its personality? Like, what does it look like?
Annoying.
Yeah.
Alright, so he says, hey buddy, service pack updated. And then suddenly you're connected to the mesh that these things use, and you take 7 trauma. So what is your TT is trauma rating? That's basically.
Hang on, let's see. My trauma threshold is 8, and also 5 of that is going to the temporary lucidity.
Alright, so you're pretty okay. I mean, you still have that 7. It doesn't go away, but you're like pretty okay for now.
Yeah.
So you're acting like you have basically you took 2 stress.
Also, I'm going to, as much as I can, like quarantine this particular connection from everything else in my head.
Yeah, no. So here's what you learn, because first off, it's really great. So you learn that the things, whatever they are, they have 3 basic drives. Acquire feedstock, maintain the garden, which is what they call this thing. They use images and stuff, but you're kind of intuiting, and introduce new life. They do anything to service these goals. They have no recollection beyond like anything like what was before that. They don't know why they do it. And you find a whole bunch of blueprints for creating life. And the fabbers they use are themselves. So yeah. But you can get out now. Is that what you want to do, buddy? Give me a hardware electronics test.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's leave.
That succeeds.
You pop it open, you get in, and you drive away.
Wait, we're gonna like deploy biodefense unit first.
Alright.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Do you have one, or should I use mine?
Yours. I don't.
Okay.
Alright.
Biodefense unit, go.
So yeah.
Make sure all the specimen containers are very sealed, and also, goddamn, I'm getting another phone call. 1 second.
Alright. We will wait until he gets back. But pretty much wrapped.
Okay, sorry, I missed the last couple minutes.
I was just recounting some stuff. Yeah, you got out.
Basically,
got
that's
out of
big change.
We got out through the gate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Adrian opened it up
took
for you.
7 stress and managed to make a decent enough roll to get us out of here.
But the amount you're gonna get paid, right?
I would hope so.
Hey, think how many papers I can publish on that. Like dozens.
Julia, what's the twist here?
You'll find out.
No, just tell me now.
No, I'm gonna wait for Rogue to get back. Because I think that will make it more significant and impactful if you're all here.
So we got out. Now where are we now?
You are on. I'll get to that when Rogue gets back. He had to take a phone call.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd wait until.
And we brought the server with all the egos and stuff, right?
Yeah, you got the server. That's probably going to be the thing that gets you the biggest haul.
Oh yeah, I decided to add a second
people
motivation.
Don't like aliens.
Which is to save people's lives. Because she likes saving people. To make up for all the people she murdered.
Oh, man. Actually, you might get some for a couple of these things.
We got some decent stuff.
Yeah, and some of it is going to be horribly classified.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh, are we gonna like run into firewall?
No, you're going to run into a government that pretty much sponsored you, not wanting you to talk about Armpit, because, you know, they're just going to take it off the list of gate crashing places.
That makes sense.
Well, sure, but I mean, it's not like it needs to be classified why. It's not like there's anything dangerous, like the people can steal from there. It's just dangerous if you go there.
Yeah.
Well, if they bring back one of those blob things, then
Yeah, but the blob thing wants to maintain the garden. It doesn't give a shit if it goes somewhere else. Also, did we ever
actually,
determine
that's
whether
interesting.
it
What?
was
Oh wait, we
the
killed our
blob things that
blob.
stank so badly?
What was that?
Did we ever determine what was causing the stench?
Everything is organic. By
Oh, okay.
like human stuff basically. It's sweating constantly.
Does that mean the ruins were organic?
No, the ruins were actual ruins.
Okay.
Do we know they were actual ruins and not fake ruins?
They were, yeah, keeping maintained. At what point does
Yeah.
repairing something make it a new thing?
Listen.
It's a
They,
deep philosophical question,
they
Julia.
just wanted to do one thing.
Well, they were kind of dicks about it.
I'm just looking
Oh,
through
they're
about probably what you're gonna
To kill
get
all.
for this.
I hope we get at least, like... I think I need 12 to make up the cost of stuff that I used on this mission.
Really.
Yeah.
Well, you are-
Advanced units are fucking expensive.
You already got 5 rep from turning in specimens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
all I bought were specimen containers, which pay for themselves. So
Pretty
they're
much.
filled with specimens.
I'm
I assume
just-
we brought back as many specimens as possible, right?
probably 5 more rep worth, maybe.
So
Depending on, basically, it's just gonna be normal rep, and then depending on, probably go to X rep. Seems like mostly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, really the big thing that I gotta rebuy is that satnet. Because that's expensive, but also really useful.
okay, so,
Not that useful in this mission, but nah.
gatecrashers. Actually, I have a list of. Did Ro get back yet?
No.
Nope.
Start texting him.
Okay,
No.
sorry, I'm
Alright.
back. Yeah, this appears to be the day for people to call me about important shit in the middle of stuff.
Okay, well, no big deal. You get through. Get through.
Yeah.
Now it's time for debriefing. You spend a little bit of time in Portal, which is, I assume, where you were trying to get to, because it's a Nexus.
Yeah.
And then from there, you're able to reconnect with Gatekeeper.
Head back to Titan.
So, hold on, I'm making notes here about rep you got.
Good.
So, Titan's super happy you came back, and they're very happy you brought some specimens with you. The life that you discovered is classified as non-sentient, by the way, or non-sapient.
Makes sense.
So,
no, it didn't really seem sapient.
so, first off, they demand that you sign some non-disclosure agreements about this planet.
Shocker.
What if we refuse?
Well,
You're gonna have an accident.
no, more likely you're going to find it very, very hard for the new North Wales Survey Corporation to get any work while you're on the team.
Okay, can I, while I'm signing this, can I give them shit about me, doing the same thing with a hypercorp, basically?
Yeah, but this is for governmental reasons, so you're basically not allowed to talk about armpit or things
Yeah,
found
I
there.
wasn't able to talk about the
is
other
there
wreck
nothing
that
I
I...
can talk about armpit. I mean,
Well, they're gonna reward you handsomely for what you found, and then they're going
they
to.
can't reward me with papers.
Listen, they can reward you with boatloads of rep. So
Okay.
you get +5 rep for the specimens you've already turned in, +2 reps from finding a scientific anomaly, +8 rep for answering that scientific anomaly, and +8 rep for saving those gatecrashers.
So that's what, 8? No.
That's
16 plus 7.
23.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So you
Wait, was that in addition to or including the 5 rep from before?
That is
That was
including.
including.
Yeah, that's including.
Oh.
So yeah.
Okay. I
So
thought
everyone-
Julie said we were going to get another
Nope.
5 reps.
So are we reporting in the whole mesh system?
Yeah. Actually,
I would assume that we're telling them everything. We had
Actually-
mission logs.
actually, if you have the mesh with you, that is an additional 5 rep,
Oh, nice.
as it is an alien artifact.
Sweet.
So very profitable. And it's
So
specific-
was
So we don't get any more for the additional samples we recovered?
No, you did. I'm pretty sure. But
Oh, so
you're-
that wasn't including the original 5 then.
whatever. How much?
so we got 5 for the original samples.
Mhm.
Then we also took the flesh samples and mesh insert
Yeah.
from that one. So we didn't get
And, well,
awarded. for that.
no, and some of the other samples. Like, we
Yeah.
hadn't found the 2 other varieties, including the transhuman DNA.
Yeah, they're not super interested in that anymore. Just because, yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, 28.
28's a fine amount of rep. So
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's
Fine there, that's for
that's
sure.
extra.
I'm not going to give them the blueprints I downloaded, though.
Okay.
All right.
You literally can't produce with
I
transhuman
know.
tech. You can't.
I
Yeah.
know.
I'm
Right
going
now,
to the
my next project is going to be a fabber that can produce organic life form.
God.
so Visk actually found out how they were fapping them and stuff.
Yeah, so
the
did you
blogs
because
were
you
bad.
connected?
I didn't look into that because I value my sanity.
No, you just got it for free. That's what that
Oh.
sanity roll was for. Because it automatically just uploads everything to your mind because it's a hive mind and they don't see any reason for privacy. So
Ah.
they just gave it to you. So yeah, you have it too. And anyone who has those mesh inserts and goes to that planet will have it too.
Oh boy. Got a feeling that place is basically going to be quarantined for a while.
For a while.
Which is going to be a problem given it apparently had like dozens of gates on it.
Yeah.
Oh dear, yeah.
So,
Oh yeah,
Yeah, if you want to make research checks to see what happened to Dr. Eleanor Arway, that's fine.
Yeah, let's do that. See if
Or
we can't roll her.
networking autonomy.
Success!
Oh yeah, she basically disappeared, and the anarchists never ever really got around to backing her up or anything. So
You're kidding.
no, they
Was she in the survivor stacks? That we
yeah,
found?
she was.
Okay.
Basically, what happened
who the
is
fuck gate crashes without having a backup? Made?
basically what happened was backups are made about every 6 months. So they basically imported their own backup system, and the anarchists were like, well, they have one on that planet, so we don't really need to keep this. And they were still technically in contact with them. And then they just, dropped out of contact, and they had already deleted the backup.
wow.
It's messed
Well,
up,
at least that
man.
means there's not going to be 2 of them running around.
No, but she is.
Hey, look, there's nothing wrong with having 2 of someone running around. Don't be discriminatory.
I disagree completely.
So yeah, that was that. And that rep was X rep. So you
I
can
imagine
either.
she's going to be happy.
Yeah, so that
Yeah.
rep was X rep, but you can if you can justify
Yep.
changing it to other rep or just make it into cash.
Yeah, I was gonna make some of it into cash, but we can talk about that when we start the next
Right.
thing.
So yeah, that was that. Let's
Oh
save
my
this.
goodness.
And we have to do res rewards. So
Yes, we
everyone gets 2 res for showing up. And then you can nominate people for res.
Okay.
Maximum of 5. Res
Good job getting us out of there, Visk.
Thank you.
Alright.
I think you mean good job exposing myself to extremely.
Yeah. Both physically and mentally.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that's 1 res for this, 1 extra res for him.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. What else happened there? Well, I'd say good job to Brutus for sniping that thing when no one thought that would work.
I was expecting that to kill it outright, actually, but second best option there.
I'd also like to nominate Visk for managing to capture that thing.
Oh yeah, punching is pretty great too.
Yes.
Yeah,
Nice,
that
nice.
was something.
And let's see. What else? Well, Rogue did get us out of there in the end, so I guess he should get
Yes.
some credit for that.
That was useful.
All right.
I think I
And-
can give you back
Yeah.
your
That's
patches.
it's all stuff
I'm
near
gonna
the end.
recommend you one extra for that.
Who? I didn't catch that.
Rogue gave me some patches to make sure my armor doesn't turn to shit.
Oh yeah.
Good. All right. Okay.
I'm also gonna suggest you buy some more armor mods because they're
Yes,
really cheap.
Okay. I
That's
think
what I'm
we
doing.
got it. I think we're good.
Okay.
We'll post
Oh,
this
but
here.
Brutus only got one extra. I'm trying to think of something else good that he did.
Okay.
It's so hard because he's so dumb.
Whoa.
It's rude.
Well, Brutus actually, actually, I think Brutus should get one for having the most equipment and thus
Yeah.
being most prepared.
For being the person who basically bankrolled your thing and putting it all on the line. Yeah, that's fine.
Had that nifty satellite.
Yep. That's how I didn't really do anything.
Well, we took
like I
the
should-
maps from it to get all the gates on the planet.
Yeah,
That's true.
that's useful.
So,
Okay.
like, we know that world is a ridiculously huge hub world.
Yeah. Oh, by the way,
I
5
know.
extra reds for that. Thanks for reminding me. Discovering
Also, crap.
rep. Sorry.
Oh.
Okay.
Damn
That's
it.
right. Because we
So
found
5
it.
extra res. Sweet.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, discovering a gate nexus is 5 extra rep. So yeah, that was insanely profitable for you. Which, is everything you hope it would be, right?
Well.
Well, there was a little more running away
because
from evil
I don't get to
blobs,
write
but-
any research papers about it.
Listen, sometimes you don't get what you want, but you get what you need. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that was questions, comments, suggestions for me. Ran about 3 hours.
Hours, yeah, that was.
Well, okay. My first question is: was there anything interesting that we missed?
Yeah.
Not really.
Okay,
So what were they doing when they all ran back into the jungle and it started disappearing?
They were gonna
Just
construct.
freaking out.
Yeah, they were gonna basically construct a giant thing to come fuck you over.
Oh, okay, so that
I
was
predicted
something we
that.
missed, fortunately.
Yeah, so
Uh,
whoever made those things was an intentional mystery. Like,
Yeah, there's no way you can solve that. Oh, I guess I should ask. You guys should probably bid on some contracts. So hold on. Like, there's contracts that are up that people are interested.
Alright.
Like, if you want to. I had a list of things. Hold on, give me a second.
well, got a lot of rep now, so.
Yeah, but it costs rep to get.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. We got
Um,
stuff to bid with, though.
yeah, there is a first in team that's needed for a newly discovered planet. So they literally know nothing about it. If you want to be the
boy.
first in, that is 20 rep.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are other options?
So yeah, I'm making some notes here.
Could be interesting, but it always could be something like Mercury.
Yeah, it could be
Well,
completely worthless.
You do probe through first to make sure
Yeah.
it's not immediately deadly, but
Yeah, it's not immediately
Okay.
deadly. There's someone called Eden Ventures is trying to hire someone to help establish colonial claims instead of like skeleton colonies.
Okay.
first-ins can be extremely profitable, but also very dangerous. Basically.
Much like this.
Yeah.
This one.
Eden Ventures is if you want to roll research on them, I will tell you more about them. But that is that's a very low contract for 5 rep to get a bid on that contract.
Okay. I don't know anything about Eden Ventures.
What type of role was it to find out?
Research or networking gate crashing is also.
Could I use profession gate crashing?
Yeah, sure.
Success.
Nope.
All right,
I succeeded though.
Eden Ventures. You use
Artemis
research.
Yeah.
Eden Ventures is a ultimate hypercorp that basically they do claim jumping, and that's where you establish a claim instead of a very, very basic colony and then just fucking leave so that you can claim to have a claim later. So claim jumpers are not well liked.
Okay.
So that's why it's only 5 rep to get in on this, with very low returns because it's kind of scummy work, but it's reliable work. And someone is looking for people willing to sleeve into synthmorphs to head to Solomon to collect a sample. Or not
No.
synthmorphs.
No.
Into not synthmorphs. Into what do you call it? Into biomorphs. Specialized biomorphs.
Oh,
With they're flats. Because
ew.
if you want to give me networking gate crashing or profession gate crashing, you can find out what's up with Solomon. And they are willing to pay 15 rep.
Give me a
I
second.
failed.
Because you're
See what I
slaving
can
into
roll.
flats.
I
got a
succeeded in
success.
profession.
Alright, if you succeed, Solomon is a planet that destroys anything that's not organic life. So that includes mesh inserts and all that.
Ew.
So it's
What about stacks?
Yeah, stacks too, that's why you have to go in as flats.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah, that's why they're offering 15. Some of these
Well,
won't be around forever, but yeah, if you want to...
Wait, what
Mhm.
about, like, when you say anything that's not organic life, I assume you mean anything, like, mechanical.
Anything mechanical.
Okay.
So no mesh insert.
We can still wear clothes, right?
Yeah, you can still wear clothes. But you need specialized guns. You'd need basically, for people who made it, yeah, you might, because there is a group known as the primitivists who hate technology, and anyone who gate crashes there, they see as a disturbance. And so
Did they have guns?
they have made ceramic guns.
Well, that's not very primitive.
Yeah, they're also fucking dicks. What do you want? So yeah, so basically they the company is interested in maybe setting up a non-primitivist research colony to research like applications for Solomon's weird air that destroys any sort of technology.
Okay.
That sounds like it would be hard to research.
Yeah, but they
Wouldn't it be easier to just take samples back?
yeah, but you'd have to have specialized organic containers to take samples back.
Well, what's an I mean, would a glass container not work?
Don't know.
Glass isn't really technology, is it?
Don't know.
I don't really know what qualifies as technology or what.
So
kind
yeah,
of manufacturing
they are basically interested in setting up something very specific there to research.
Well,
It's like someone who in theory deals with Xeno stuff and whatever. So yeah, there's a first in team, which literally no information, Eden Ventures and Solomon.
okay, well, definitely not the second one because they sound like dicks.
Yeah.
The third
I'm
one
leaning
sounds
toward the-
interesting, but the first one's probably the best. I don't know.
I'm leaning toward the first in team, but
Yeah, the first in team sounds more within our range of experience.
All right. Well, it's going to cost the company 20 rep to get that contract.
By the company, do you mean Brutus?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's
It's my
the one that-
company. It's got 40 rep right now, though, so
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
we should probably transfer some over to the company at some point, but fuck it.
Yeah, you guys.
so
can,
are we required to transfer stuff to the company?
you can if you want, but like
If
Look,
I'm
just
if
here
you
for the
want
academic.
a big budget thing, we can use the company as kind of a savings account for that. But otherwise, I think I got it handled.
Yeah. All right. So first in team. All right. Excellent. I will make a note
Okay.
here.
I'm a little disappointed. We haven't ever re-sleeved.
It's the
It
first
takes
session.
a lot of rolls.
Yeah, it's the first session. So
Also that.
so yeah.
No, I don't mean that. I mean like when we played all the games we played before last time.
We've done a couple of re-sleevings in the campaign since. It's easier with this character sheet, but
Yeah.
it's still
Yeah.
Okay.
annoying.
So
Rip PDF.
Eclipse
Alright.
Phase was not designed terribly well for that particular core
yeah,
mechanic of it.
yeah, it's weird. But yeah, that was the Secret Garden, and you guys have definitely made a name for yourselves. So yeah, questions, comments,
Except for the part
suggestions.
where we're not allowed to talk about it.
Well,
That's fine.
if you can be proven trustworthy, Titan's Gatekeeper Corporation will probably have more work for you.
Yeah.
Question: how fucked would we have been if we didn't have a blue box?
Kind of fucked.
Yeah,
We could
We
have
would
waited.
have been
I mean, there
under
were only a
attack
couple
by the
days
time
left.
that we figured
Right,
that
but
out.
imagine if the signal had passed before we were able to, not block it.
So yeah, anyways, that was the Secret Garden. Which...
And someone would have come for us eventually.
Mm,
Not unless we bought
That's
insurance,
skeptical.
which we didn't.